Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Michael Surhus, or Mikey. As you all know me in game and on Steam, I'm the community manager and voice actor for Insurgency. Welcome to our weekly developer live stream. I'm sitting here today with two members of the USMC community clan, Evader and Causin. Guys, how are you?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing well.
Today we're going to be playing a little bit on their servers. As you can see in the news post, we put up the IPs. The USMC clan has been around for a while now. They've been around for years and years. Causin is a veteran himself. Evader is a new recruit. They've been actually hosting Insurgency servers since the mod. They used to have a push server that was up, like years and years ago, because the mod came out in like 2007. So they still have a push server up in standalone normal Insurgency, and they also have an ambush server up, as well as possibly a few others, but we'll talk a little bit about the details of all that. For now, we're going to play on the ambush server, and we're going to be playing on and then later we're going to move over to the push server a little bit, and then as always we'll do a Q&A at the end. So I'm happy to see everybody is saying hello in the chat. Welcome everybody. If you have any questions about USMC or about Insurgency in general, feel free to go ahead and ask. I'll keep my eyes over there watching for the questions. But to start, let me just thank you both for joining me today and for talking a little bit about USMC and opening up your servers to us. They are always open. They're always very populated. I'd like to just start by, could you tell me a little bit about the history of the clan, when it was founded and by whom it was founded, and what games did you start out playing?
Right.
I'll leave that to the veteran.
Right, to Causin.
So basically, this group kind of started around probably 2005 or 6. They were playing SOCOM a lot. They were playing like a bunch of different military games. This group was started originally by two Marines that actually have served. Just want to point out the fact that you may be curious, but not everyone in this group is a Marine.
Right. This isn't necessarily like a milsim clan or anything. It was founded by Marines, but it's a pretty open community that just likes playing shooters, right?
That's right. That's right. We have different age ranges. We have both men and women in this group. We have people that are actually in the military. Many different military personnel represented in this group. So it's not just segregated to Marines.
Right. Right.
But basically, this started a long, long time ago. This group kind of blew up when Insurgency came out around 2007. They started doing more of a military-based community. We had actual rankings. Of course, it was based around the United States Marine Corps rank system. It was pretty rigorous. You know, back in the days when Ego and a few other guys, you know, those were the big clans to be messing around with. You know, we do scrims and set up our own things. So a lot has changed since then. Members come and go, but you know, everyone stays in contact with each other, and you know, overall, it's just great.
Cool. And so you mentioned clan scrims and stuff. Do you guys do a lot of scrims with other clans? Do you play competitively in Insurgency or in other games? Or is it more of like a community that's just like, you know, a server community, or is it both?
You know, it's a little bit of both. You know, it's challenging to run scrims all the time because everyone in the group is doing their own thing. Like a lot of our members go to college, they work a lot, some people are on station, so we set up all these scrim teams, we do all these things, and, you know, in the long run, it's really hard to have a consistent team to get on that competitive edge like some of these other groups have, but we're working towards that.
Right, definitely. Some of the guys who play competitively, I hear you. I've played over 900 hours, and I can't fucking step to them. They're just too good. It's like they're playing a different game that I don't know that's easier. I don't understand it.
Yeah, we have a guy in this group named Spears. He's another member, like myself. We both started when we were 12 years old, and now we're both 21.
Oh, cool.
And so, you know, it's just, you know, he's godly good at this game, and every time I play against him, you know, every kill that I get to his 20 on me, you know, I put in his face.
That kind of rivalry is healthy and good, though.
Oh, it's good. I tell him I can outdrink him any day, so you know it's okay. It goes.
That
both
makes
ways.
You more of a man, right?
That's right. Number 7, Jackie D's.
Wait, number 7, Jackie D's. Jack Daniels, of course. Yes, I'm young. Right. I'm hip. I get it. I'm a ripe young 25. All right. Yeah, go on.
But yeah, that's pretty much what this group is about. We do a lot of community things. We're not just all over Insurgency. You know, we like to mess around in like, you know, other games like Rocket League, a couple of CS:GO games here and there. But for the most part, we just mainly invest our time in Insurgency because we love it.
Cool. Well, I'm certainly happy to hear that, and I can tell you, I always see your servers. I play on them. They're hustling and bustling. Somebody in the chat actually just said, like, "Oh, it's about time you did a stream with the USMC guys," because yeah, you guys have been around for a while. And as I was saying to you before, jeez, this is ambush. I need to be more careful than this. Oh crap! Oh shit! You know that feeling when you just know it's coming and there's nothing you can do.
Yep, 90% of the time it's while you're reloading.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was doing, dude. You caught me. I just laid down. I just let it happen. But
yeah, I really don't like Market anymore, man. I used to love it, but the new update with the spawn changes, I can't play that anymore. I suck.
Oh, you mean for ambush specifically?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And which spawn changes to which do you refer, and how might you like them to be?
They used to be down by the beach, used to start for the security, and then Insurgents used to start all the way in the back by one of their extractions. And
right.
I feel like it used to be a little more balanced. I don't know, though.
No, that's fair, that's fair. We have had, I have heard community members tell us, like, oh, we don't like this ambush layout, like, you should reinspect Siege, or Contact, and I think I've heard Market as well, so I'd be curious to hear more from you about that, whether it's on the forums or not. But yeah, I accept that. That's especially since we want to expand into other official competitive modes other than 5v5 firefight. Ambush and elimination are like two others that we're considering, right? Maybe even skirmish. So if we want to do that, we would want to take like a more critical look at a lot of these ambush maps and, you know, elimination layouts and skirmish layouts, etc. So yeah, I welcome that criticism. That guy's dead, I think, but you really killed him good right there.
You watching me?
Yeah, I was right behind you, but I died.
Oh, I feel so stressed right now, man.
Oh no, don't feel stressed.
I killed somebody.
It's okay. There's just 50 people watching your every move right now. Don't be stressed. It's fine. There are a couple questions actually I'd like to relay to you, Carson, if you don't mind. Just scroll up here.
Sounds good.
Kronos Rayhawk asks, does the USMC guys know some people in the Nam clan? Nam clan has veterans as well.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you that, just because I don't know personally too much about the Nam clan in itself.
Right.
Like I said, for the most part, our strongest relations have always been with guys like Ego. You know, they've been around for so long, and you know, for the most part, it's just been a couple groups here and there that have been forgotten, per se, or just haven't gotten the group back together. But for the most part, you know, in terms of veterans, like the only people that we know that are veterans of this group per se would be FTA. Maybe you guys have heard of them.
No, I've not. No.
They're another group. A few of the guys, you know, they wanted to do their own thing, so they went over and started this more competitive edge group, and they started doing their own thing. And you know, so it varies. Most of our guys go on to do other things and, you know, increase the community, so to call, and you know, they do all that. Wow, this group is rowdy.
Yeah, they're pretty rowdy. Settle down, children. All right. Whoa, hey, let's all take it down a notch. No running. No running. No running. Oh, I'm the VIP. Let's run.
I just got kicked.
No, something happened to the server.
Oh my God, where'd my team go?
Oh no.
I'm back in the server.
it?
They got too rowdy, man.
Oh no, they were too loud.
Too many snack bars being yelled.
They appear to be shit. This does not bode well for my team. All right, so we're a tight knit group. We're clearly the good guys.
Are we
One of us
is back in the server, because I am.
Yeah, they're coming back. They're coming back.
Okay.
We got to make do with the little bit that we have.
I'm waiting. Just a suggestion. I was actually thinking of this earlier. You should make an admin.
Sorry,
tool.
I died. An admin tool, you said?
Where you can forcibly pull people into the server if you need to.
Yeah, that's we usually rely on, as far as administrative stuff at the servers, we usually rely on source mod to accomplish a lot of that. And but I don't know. I'm not sure if that's something that we would be able to do, but I suppose I could look into that because we have had other requests at the same time for different admin stuff. Not sure though. It's something that we might consider for Sandstorm though, since obviously source mod won't exist, or maybe there'll be someone. Oh damn! Seriously? Oh shit! That's good shit, dude. Did he snipe you like all the way through? Who was it?
I don't know. Cryo though, he's probably mad that we kicked him. I'm inside a man.
That's okay. We don't judge.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I didn't really think it was your first time doing that, Carson.
Oh, be quiet.
Crap.
Man, I am still waiting to get in.
I'm just amazed I'm not completely sucking right now.
I got kicked for an overflow.
I was doing alright. I'm second place, but I'm still not doing well in general. Honestly, I don't play a lot of ambush. It's a very different pace, as you can see.
Yeah, definitely.
Good hustle.
I
Good hustle.
not to shoot from the hip.
Oh man, somebody just made a Darude joke about Sandstorm that I actually haven't heard yet. I'm gonna share it. Zombie says, "Will Sandstorm have a map called DE Rude?" That's pretty good, dude. I'm not being ironic or sarcastic. I actually think that that's pretty funny, and I like that. It's because as you guys know, I'm sure, because you played Counter-Strike, DE is the bomb defusal maps, and if you say DE Rude, it sounds kind of like Darude, who is an electronic music artist who made a song called Sandstorm, and we didn't know that when we named the game, and then we did, and everybody's like, it's just like Darude Sandstorm. We're like, oh shit. We invented a meme.
I'm glad that someone appreciates dad jokes as much as I do.
Yeah, no, I guess that's the internet now. People are getting with that. They appreciate that more. There was another question from Third Eye, one of our community mappers, who made Bridget Ramagan a map that we showed off. I don't know how long. It was like about a month ago or so. I'm not sure. But anyway, he asked, how long has USMC been around? When was it founded?
I would say probably around 2005, 2006.
Right.
You know, of course, since then it's improved immensely. You know, we have more members, and you know, back in the day, it used to be 20 select members that were all really good. Like, this group was made originally to represent top-notch shooters, guys that could obey orders. There was no fooling around, no funny business.
Right.
And so, you know, now we're more flexible. You know, we with our recruiting, you know, 18 years and up, you know, that's usually standard for most competitive groups. But you know, if we see potential, we usually go for it, simply just because, you know, they gave me that opportunity when I was 12 years old to show my maturity.
Right.
And through that I was able to strive a lot, and it helped me out socially and stuff. So, you know, we try to make sure everyone has an equal balance. You know, if you're mature enough to play, you know, you're great to have around. And so over the years, you know, it's just been great.
I see. And that's good that you were able to adapt and shift your community, you know, according to what it wanted, and you could grow and expand upon that role. It sounds like you cover a lot of the base, and that's probably why, you know, a lot of people play on your servers and your community has grown, is because you have a little bit of something for everyone as far as like multiplayer shooter clans go.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, we got it. Good round.
Yeah, I think one of the best parts about our servers and just our community in general is the while we really do run a really tight ship, like we don't deal with people's crap, but we're always ready to have fun.
Right, which is
Especially
what it's all about, right?
That's what it's all about. You know, at the end of the night, you know, I just want to, you know, come back to a group of guys and, you know, sip a little bit of whiskey and, you know, have a good time. You know, but to each his own or her own. You know, it's games are fun, and just I've been playing Insurgency for as long as I've had a computer that could run, virtual graphics efficiently.
I'm very happy to hear that you guys have, as you said, sort of made your new home or your main game Insurgency. But I'm curious, what are some other games that VIP? Look out! You're in a very dangerous place right now. You're in a very dangerous place. Could you please come outside with me? Could you please come over here? Excuse me, over here. Yes. Hey, come over here. I'm just trying to. Oh, fuck. The VIP was just standing in a room that was getting riddled with bullets, and people are dying, and I'm just like trying to very politely convince him to come over to me, and then he's like, "What?" And then I die, and he's alive. Whatever. I guess he's the important person. Anyway,
some other games we
yeah,
play?
some other games, yes.
So
I'm just curious.
I tried to get our clan to start doing a lot of Arma 3, but I failed so badly.
Oh, don't look at it like that. It was good of you to try to
game,
expand. I played Arma 3 a lot during the alpha. It's a little too simmy for me, generally speaking, but I appreciate it. And the guys who are behind it, like, they appreciate custom content, and they're really active with their community as well. And so it's a cool game. It's definitely a cool game.
Oh yeah.
Another game this group has been really into, and it usually happens during the summer when, for the most part, it's all situational. Some guys, they come back during the summer and, they can do more. And, Project Reality is another game that we all enjoy playing thoroughly. With the release of Squad 2, that was definitely awesome. It's just a great game. It's like Insurgency, and, they're both really fun to play, and both involve usually tactics if you want to win.
Right. I haven't tried Squad Out yet myself, but I did play a good amount of Project Reality. An okay amount. It's hard. Like, it was hard to always get a good group because it was so involved. But I really liked Project Reality for numerous reasons, and I also I'm looking forward to Squad. I'm excited to see what those guys do.
But yeah, for the most part, we play other games for fun. I mean, of course, Rocket League, it's just one of those fun games where you can get a group of guys around and, screw around and have a good time.
Right,
that's important.
And that game really blew up, and I think it's good that you see the potential in that. I think that's part of the reason why it did. It's just like a relaxing, fun game. That can be played on a competitive level, actually. Fuck, I'm dead.
Man, I'm still not in the server yet.
Someone on the oh, you're not. Oh.
Yeah.
I can at the end of the round I'll ask politely if somebody would leave, and we'll see if they're okay with that.
Yeah.
Someone
listen to Senpai.
Someone actually just called me that in the chat. Zombie said he was happy that we noticed his funny DE rude joke. But anyway, someone Rayhawk was asking, something's wrong with the main menu with the stats pulling up, as one of our programmers, Steven Suarez, is saying, is he heard the Steamworks HTML stuff was broken on OS X, so it's probably why. The in-game news is just a web page, and Steam provides the web page functionality, so I'm not sure if there's something that we can do with that. It sounds like it's not our responsibility, but if you are on OS X, you might be encountering issues with the web page loading. That is the in-game news, where, you might have seen, you might be watching through it right now. It pops up on the screen as soon as you boot up Insurgency.
Well, I think OS X people encountered the problem when they got OS X.
Oh, shit! What? Shots fired. Shots fired. This is Officer Saruhas. I'm at the USMC ambush server. Shots fired. I repeat, shots fired. We support anybody who wants to play on whatever they want, but that was a pretty good joke.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of the open platforms. So tell me this, with Sandstorm, is it going to be as gritty? Because that's why I love Insurgency.
No, we're gonna actually we're gonna put Care Bears in. There's gonna be two teams. There's gonna be the Care Bears who are playing as a security, and the Insurgents. They're going to be puppy dogs. So it's Care Bears versus puppy dogs, and we don't shoot each other. The teams aren't gonna actually fight each other. they're gonna, you know, they're gonna run for, like, it's still gonna be objective-based play, like you're gonna be capturing and securing objectives, but it's just gonna be a foot race there. And then if it's contested by the enemy team, then you have to sit down and talk about it.
Oh yeah.
Can there be a hugging it out option?
There is a hugging it out option, but you know, that's a part of our audience that we're going to provide the option for, but that's not going to be a part of the core experience. The core experience is working it out with your words and not with forms of physical affection.
Can I get a UAV?
Target spotted. Sending love. And then I don't.
So instead of kill streaks, it's a relationship bond streak.
Relationship bonds. You have been friends for 2 years. I feel like I could share anything with you. Level up.
Yeah. So, however many situations that you can defuse without shooting him in the face, you get points.
You get points. Yep, and you rank up in your friendship. There's 3 different tiers: acquaintance, then friendship, and then deep bond. And it's a ladder-based system, so there can only be so many people with deep bonds, and there's gonna be a scoreboard in the main menu, and deep bond, like, here's the highest deep bond of the week, and that person gets to show it off. Oh
man,
that's nice.
You know, I don't think I could deep bond with another man, you know, just naturally. I think it will take its time. Is there a time system involved here? Because I don't just jump right into deep bond.
Oh no, there's definitely a system for it. Like, the more matches you play, the greater your bond grows, and the closer you stay together, and like within proximity. Oh shit, we won. Anyway, silliness aside, yeah, the game is gonna be. I can't go too much into the details of everything, but the game is gonna be Insurgency. You know, it's gonna be largely what you experience like here when you play Insurgency, but it's going to be upgraded on UE4, which includes a whole host of different abilities, many of which are graphical, even audio-wise, and maybe other subtle little mechanics that we feel would improve Insurgency's gameplay, like weapon ballistics, which we already have working, we're experimenting with. Bullets travel through space, they drop with gravity, they take time to hit their target, and as they penetrate, they slow down. So neat stuff like that. Also better esports integration. Wow, what is our VIP doing? Slow down, you fucking nut! Oh! Slow down! Oh, okay. I don't believe it, dude.
I've literally been on the queue for like 15 minutes.
Oh man, sorry. Okay, hold on. One sec. Hey, would anybody mind giving up one of their spots? We're doing the live stream right now, and one of the people who's watching got kicked out accidentally during that crash.
I'm watching it right now.
Does anybody mind just giving up their spots so you could hop in? Is that okay?
Who wants to hop in?
Oh, we got one.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, Cact. If you're watching, Cact, I appreciate that. We appreciate that. Okay, you're in now, right? Evader?
Nope.
Evader's trying to get in, if anybody wants to give up their spot. Well, a lot of people did. The server crashed or something. Okay, it should be happening now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the USMC, now on public access.
Now on NPR.
We roll with the problems as they come. Anyway, sorry, distractions aside. Yeah, like, subtle... UE4 is going to be great for visual, mechanical, and audio reasons, all kinds of different reasons. Keep trying now, Vader, by the way, the map just changed. We're also going to have better esports integration, is another intent of ours. And it's going to be, it's going to be on consoles, as well as Windows, Mac, Linux. And we're going to, have a story mode. That story mode, again, we're not going into too much detail, but as far as grit goes, we do want it to feel gritty, because that's like a part of what Insurgency's themes are, like it's part of what the game already is, and we do want to try to do something different, but I can't really say much beyond that. So, just like any, we're not going to tell you what the plot is and the script, but we do want you to be excited with us over that, because it's a new territory for us as a company. This story
exactly.
mode.
I'm sure the question you're gonna get, and it comes from people like me that are on low budget PCs. I mean, could you tell me if I'll be able to run it?
I can't tell you right now. I can tell you that it is, it's not, the source engine came out in 2003, so and while it's had many updates, the requirements are probably going to be higher because it's the Unreal Engine 4. You could try other Unreal Engine 4 games. You could try Unreal Tournament, which is a project that the Epic is working on with its community. Squad is on UE4, Ark Survival Evolved is on UE4, but UE4, as you can tell from some of the titles I mentioned, it's still going through a lot of optimization. The engine itself is still having like pretty frequent updates every so often, and so optimization is going to improve on their end, and it's also going to improve on our end, as we develop and stuff. I can tell you we had a couple tests recently, and we were playing internally, and we even played a little bit with the controllers, and that was an interesting experience because not a lot of us are used to that, and we've yet to adjust it for console play as far as recoil or looking into different aim assists, etc. So, and we're all used to mouse and keyboard, so it was a fun experience. But already, like when you play it, it feels decently optimized. Like it doesn't feel crazy. But I think there was a memory leak we had during the test. And there were a couple other little things, little hang-ups. Evader, I see you've joined. I think you've joined.
Yes, I have.
I don't know. But is that a spot up there now? Like this guy's on the roof.
Uh-oh, where? I can't see him.
By A. Are you dead?
Well, I'm a security team member.
Oh, gotcha. Well, he was on the roof. I'm looking from the window balcony towards A, and he's above the raft that protects the building from the rain, and he's on top of the side of the building.
I'd have to. Could you take a picture and send it to me later, maybe? I'll take a look at that. I can't visualize that in my head, but that sounds like an inappropriate spot. But I'll show that to a level designer first.
Yeah, that's interesting. I saw the guy up there. I'm like, unless that's a new spot, someone's getting pretty crafty.
As our programmer points out in the chat, Squad and Ark are bad examples because of bad optimization as of now. And yes, that's what I was saying is they're still like going through the hurdles, I think. They're dealing with some difficulties with their optimization. Again, because the engine's very new and people are still optimizing. But as he says, Unreal Tournament's probably the best example if you, Costin, want to try something and get an idea of how UE4 will run on your computer. On the other hand, the game comes out in 2017, so you have a year to save up and maybe get another computer.
Just go Quad Titan X's, you'll be good.
Quad Titan X's sounds like the most cost-effective option. Definitely gonna be getting some good returns on that are not diminished when you get to that level. Druno says, will you have NDA testing for Darude Sandstorm? Too early to talk about that sort of thing. I can tell you that, playing with our community, testing our community, is a big part of what we've done with Insurgency, and it's likely we'll do the same thing. I don't know if that'll mean we're going to give certain people really early access, but certainly when the game comes out, I think it's likely that we test the community. We still do 2 years after our release.
I think Costin and I should get really early access.
Super early access? Super duper really early access?
Like right now, we'll just run around in an open field.
Hey, there's no game here. This is just an open field. You guys got to get on that and fix this bug. Oh, thank you for the report, Evader and Costin. We'll get right on that. You are a credit to the team.
I would just want sunflowers everywhere, then I'd be happy. If I could cut them down, that's an added bonus.
Sunflowers?
That's right.
Well,
tall sunflowers.
The game is about the 2003 invasion of Iraq and the subsequent insurrection and modern-day Iraq. I'm not sure how many sunflowers are around.
I'm being optimistic.
Okay, you could bring them. You could bring them in your pack. All right, Duncan. What are you doing here? Ah!
Wow.
Oh, good try, good try. Hey, one man can only do so much,
But in this case, one man did so little.
Oh, Evader!
Oh, I'm just kidding,
Oh, you're just kidding. He's just a kidder. We got a kidder on our hands, everyone. Someone in the chat asking, I shouldn't ask questions in the server, should I? But that's welcome. Hey, where's my dev tag?
Oh, I'll take that. Oh, that's cool. I show up as an admin in text.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Yeah, look
No.
at you. You're hot shit, dude.
Woohoo!
You're a big
You
deal.
just added that.
I pay
So
bills.
let me ask you guys this: what sets apart the USMC community, and more specifically its servers, from other community servers on Insurgency?
What really sets it apart, I think, and this could go back to really any group, but honestly, a group is nothing without its people. The people are the roots, and when you're looking for a group out there, no matter what it is, if it's casual, competitive, whatnot, you definitely want to, kind of find a clique. You're going to want that guy, it's like, oh, he's cool, like Deadhead or Coke Jaw or, Evader, guys that you kind of click with and, get into the loop with. And, when you connect with these guys, chances are you're going to connect with a bunch of other guys. And it's just important to, like, relax, be yourself. Like, there's no real pressure when you join a group. But, we definitely stress on, be yourself. That's key. We're here not because we're the coolest kids on earth. Some of us are weird. I'm a complete weirdo. I study psychology.
Me too.
So, I'm all about that. So
Wow.
what really sets us apart is our acceptance of different people. I mean, we have people, from other countries, that don't speak English as a first language. And, this is a great way for them to improve. We go about things in a way, that's civil. And, I think that's important when you
Right.
have a community. You don't want anything to go up in flames.
Yeah, I get the vibe that you're describing, where it is a very communal. The community aspect to it is very important to you, and how it's just you guys getting together and again, like, not focusing. You're not like a clan that's scrimming constantly, but that's like an aspect of the community that you have, and it's about the people with you. Another note, someone in the chat is mentioning, and I'm actually hearing it myself too, your mic, Cousin, is blowing out a little bit. Would you be able to turn it down possibly, or turn off mic boost or something like that? Because I am getting a lot of clipping.
Another thing that's really great about our servers are the regulars. I mean, we got regulars, Kairos in here, F and Lucy, Shifty Powers, Fartmaster, people like those, the people that that are going to be on, and that you just enjoy, like, not like relationship, but just getting to know each other and playing every day.
Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Did you ever watch Cheers? That old sitcom?
I haven't.
Oh, okay. It was a popular sitcom in the 80s, but that was how the theme song went. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. And that's the vibe I'm getting. That whole show is all about that communal aspect of their bar in Boston, Cheers. And it's nice. I definitely know what you're going for. And that's one of the things I love about shooters just in general, and communities in first-person shooters, is it's very communal. And you don't always get that in a lot of different games. And I'm happy to hear that we have support for that in Insurgency. That even makes me proud, I would say.
Is this better?
Nah,
than
it's
what
about
it
the
was?
same, actually.
Try unplugging it and replugging it in.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Whenever I contact tech support now, I say, yes, I have turned it off and turned it on again before I even
Yeah.
start talking to them.
I've been dealing with some internet problems myself, and you might as well just be upfront, tell them you know that that's part of the experience.
Is this better?
Speak a little more, please.
Is this a little bit better?
Yeah, if you speak at that lower voice, it clips less. But
Gotcha.
I do hear it occasionally if you get too loud. So I'd say it could even go down even a little further. And also, just keep it to a whisper. How's it? We're very proud of the community that we've created here at USMC.
What about that? Is that better?
Yes, that is better. I'll let you know if it occurs again. Thank you for investigating it.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. I'm gonna start talking like a golf announcer, because after watching the Masters yesterday, that was a pretty impressive performance.
We have the Insurgent coming up on Alpha right now. He's ready to make his approach. And
He's on
keep in mind,
par.
he's on par at Alpha. Keep in mind that he is the only one left, and he has no teammates with him, so his only hope is to get to Alpha, or to pull off a miraculous maneuver of killing the entire enemy security team by himself. Let's watch.
This is gonna be a tough call.
Yeah, there's gotta be those golf phrases. He's
All right,
on par, tough call.
You gotta yell 4 before you take any shots.
4. Do the announcers yell 4?
No, but you're the player.
Oh, right. Do
What a shock
the
jock.
players, do they yell for it or just say 4?
I
Usually.
don't know. I think they yell it.
You're right, they probably yell it.
Speaking of shotguns in golf, have you seen that commercial where the guys are golfing, and then the guy shoots the golf ball in the air right next to him?
No, but what was the advertisement for that? Buy a Kia.
I don't know, but it was like they were at a driving range, and the one guy hits the golf ball, and the other guy just shoots it like it was a clay pigeon or something. I forget
That's
what
cute.
company it was for.
Well, I guess that's not effective advertising then, huh?
That's true.
They only amused you.
Wasn't even for a gun company. Like, if it was for a gun company, I'd be like, alright, cool.
Yeah, there seems to be some relevance there. Where is this guy? Oh, we won! Good hustle. For anybody who's curious, my name is Michael Saruhas. I'm the community manager and voice actor for this game, Insurgency. Welcome to this weekly developer live stream that we do. I'm here with Evader and Kassen, 2 members of the USMC community clan. If you have any questions for me, or for the USMC community clan and its servers, we're playing on the ambush server now, we're going to play on the push one in a little bit, feel free to throw it in the Twitch chat. I would be happy to answer it. And we would be happy to answer it.
Yeah, speaking of cheers, I go to school right outside of Boston, and I'm actually
no
going
way.
to Boston later.
Cool. I want to go to that. I really like that show, and I want to go to that bar at some point in my life.
Yeah, I pass by it all the time when I go in the park. It's a nice sight to see. It's very
Yeah.
vintage.
Boston's interesting, the layout that you have. By the way, I'm still getting some clipping from your mic. I'm not sure what's up. It's quieter now, but I'm still hearing the clipping. It's pretty severe.
That's strange. Do I need to talk lower?
I don't think it's that.
I also go to college, so the internet just could be garbage.
It could be. I don't know. It's like it suggests that it's like topping out. You know, like that's what it sounds like. But you're speaking at a low volume, so I don't know. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, this is strange.
Good hustle. Good
If
round.
it's a huge problem, I'll just let Evader do all the talking, because I'm
Oh,
just
no,
here
it's-
for pretty looks.
No, it's okay. It's all good. If you can't help it, then you can't help it. No big deal. You speaking more quietly has helped a little bit, at least. Someone asks, Josk920 says, how do they handle cheaters? Well, we were actually talking about this before the stream started. The way New World Interactives handles cheaters is we have VAC, which is an anti-cheat that works natively, and that's through Valve, and that's helpful. Sometimes cheaters get through. That's just a reality with any shooter, and when they do, and people catch that, then we say, this guy's going ham with the handgun. Yo, you go.
Speaking of handguns, I got this excellent mod the other day. Every time you shoot either the M249 or the M9, it says bruh instead of the actual
Oh
gunshot.
God.
So it's like bruh, 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 bruh.
That's good.
I figured out who's the guy sitting on top of that building that I don't know is legit. Pizza
Oh, okay.
guy.
Pizza guy. Maybe he's just trying to get a pizza up to that floor of the building. Maybe he's just doing his job. Maybe it's wrong of us to think he's a cheater. How's that for a
Alright,
Pizza.
twist?
Peter
There's
Parker.
a delivery
Peter
up
Parker.
there.
Yeah, maybe he's just Spider-Man. Anyway, sorry. So, we have VAC. Where VAC fails, we do ban cheaters manually. So if you see a cheater, you can record a demo with Shadowplay, with OBS, with sources in-game like demo recording thing. You could point a VHS recorder at the screen, as long as it's clear that he's cheating and we can see that. But please bear in mind, like, we try to be very careful. We don't want to ban people permanently unless we're absolutely sure. So if there's not sufficient evidence, then we're not going to ban him. And some people have issue with that. That has raised concerns sometimes, but that is our policy because we never want to accidentally ban anybody forever. Now we have game bans too. So whenever you, again, we were talking about this before the stream, but if you ever cheat and we ban you from Insurgency, you get that red mark on your Steam profile now, a Steam game ban. It gets branded into you. Yeah.
You know, and also a really
You know,
important thing,
cheated
you know,
life.
when it comes
Branded.
when it comes to cheaters is, you know, if you're playing on a server, and you know, it's important. You know, we stress this enough. We enjoy when our community goes in our forums, posts about it. We investigate it. We look into players. It's just important that whatever server you're playing on, just tell them about it, because chances are they'll do something about it.
Right. You should always, like, if you see something, say something, like they say on the New York subway.
Yeah, right.
If you see a backpack laying on the ground,
If there's a backpack laying in the middle of ministry firefight, say something.
and don't say Allah Akbar.
No. Keep it non-threatening things.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some slots opening up.
Did you hear about that New York City incident that happened, where it was like a bunch of old timers? Damn you, Vader. There's a bunch of old timers. They got on the subway and it was sponsoring this brand new show. Like it's about like Nazi America. Like it's an alternative thing. You know, it's all about what would happen if the Nazis won. And it was mad funny. These older people walked in the subway that was all decked out with like old Nazi propaganda, but they didn't know it was a show. So they went to the state and was like, "This is not okay. I'm sitting on a swastika." Like,
Interesting.
yeah, it was pretty severe. Like, there was a huge upcry about it.
I see a question here in the chat from Michael Douse. Yo, when's Insurgency Sandstorm out? Very funny, Michael. Michael is another thing that we're doing with Insurgency Sandstorm. We were talking a little bit about it before. Is we're working with a publisher on it, Focus Home Interactive, and Michael is from Focus. He's a producer that's working with us. Hi, Michael. How are you? How's England? How's the UK today? Thank you for dropping by. Working with a publisher is new territory for us, but it's been very exciting, and we felt very good about working with Focus because they really get our game, and that's something that we're looking forward to leveraging. Because, frankly, as developers, like we want to develop games. You want to work on the game, and we don't have a lot of experience, honestly, especially being a small indie team. Especially being a small indie team that doesn't have a lot of experience like marketing and PR and that sort of thing.
Yeah. Man, I'm doing bad.
Oh, Michael says, I'm in Paris, but I'll ask the Queen. I'm sorry, yes, you are in Paris, of course, because Focus is in France, in Paris. But yeah, I think all of the English, and Stephen Suarez, correct me if I'm wrong, I think everybody in the UK has a direct line to the Queen, and they can dial in any time, is that right? Just like
Absolutely.
how Sweden did that thing last week, where you could just dial a number and you could talk to any Swede. The English have the same thing with the Queen. And she's always there. She doesn't sleep. She doesn't do anything. She just sits there, very dignified, beside the phone. Line might be busy, but you can always dial later.
Everyone except for Wales. You don't want those terrorists from Wales coming in.
No Welsh, apparently.
The Welsh Freedom Army or whatever. Oh man.
Good hustle. Good hustle.
I'm not doing too hot, but I'm keeping my spirits up.
Yeah, I'm not doing too hot myself. We're all pretty distracted. And that's an allowance that I always allow myself, and I encourage others to allow themselves. We're talking here.
I'm gonna definitely put 100% of my problems on that. I'm gonna definitely. That's gonna be my primary.
It's
not
never
because
your
I'm bad.
fault. You are a victim. We're all victims.
Yeah,
Stop the
world owes
game.
us
I'm a
something,
victim.
guys.
Stop the war. Stop the war. I'm talking to someone.
We got a runner.
No! I blew up.
Guy running upstairs.
Mike, well, our producer, our publisher just said every time I die, we're cutting the Sandstorm budget by 50 euros. Ah!
Where did you? Never mind. Nice, well done.
We signed the contract.
Well, we're gonna get this over. Fuck you. doesn't let me live.
Well, I'm getting pissed off.
It wasn't my fault, guys.
Alright, let's get serious, gentlemen. Let's fucking do this shit. Let's rock and roll. I'm gonna cross the street. Smoke the street. Smoke the street. No. Don't do that. Don't do anything stupid. Specifically, don't do things that are stupid. Shit! Fuck!
My roommate's being a real champ about this. He's sitting through here. He's playing NFL, managing his team.
Oh, good. Tell him I said thank you. Tell him that Insurgency, New World Interactive thanks you, and all of our fans from all around the world, and all of the USMC clan. He'll swell with pride, and hand him a tissue because he might shed a tear.
He heard all that. He says thank you.
Okay. By the way, 50 euros.
Damn, that's just a lot. Like that, you know.
It's a lot,
who came up
dude.
with that idea.
It wasn't my idea. I guess it was somewhere on the contract. I don't know.
That sounds like a terrible
what,
pitch. That was like
look
this.
what-
I heard this commercial, and the pitch of the product was, it makes water wetter.
Oh yeah, dude. Haven't you ever had that issue where your water's not wet enough? I've been
Yeah,
like, you
no,
know,
it's-
this water, something's missing. And my friend was like, it's not wet enough. And I was like, you know what? That's it.
You know, God, you know, how do you compare how wet liquids are? You know, just. Whew.
See what Puffy786 just said in the Twitch chat?
The USMC is a branch of the military that is meant for soldiers who are intelligent enough to join the Air Force. Ooh, shit. Yo, don't call a Marine a soldier, bro. They'll get pissed. Also, that's, yeah. Well, the branches are of their rivalries, whatever. How about Ambush? How's Ambush
Yeah,
feel,
each branch
everybody?
has its own thing. You know, there's a few guys, you know, that get a lot of crap because, you know, they're in the army and they're wearing USMC tags, so it's just mad funny.
How about
So,
Embassy?
you know, it's all friendly rivalries. You know, don't take it too seriously.
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
of
it's-
course. We have a lot of veterans in our community already, as you do. I have a lot of veteran friends, and like, very, very much understand that aspect of the culture.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
what
I've
did you
always
say?
been attracted to community-based games.
Yeah, definitely. And I think you get that with a lot of shooters because, like, you know, the existence of dedicated servers and the... I guess just, like, having a lot of people being able to be in one space at once and play a game is good. It's not like, I don't know, it's not like something that has a lower player count, just, like, natively, like something like, I don't know, Dota or League of Legends or something like that. Here's a New Earth. Like, those games are more competitive, and they're about small teams accomplishing things. And yeah, of course, they have their own community, but you can't really have, like, a place you go where everybody knows your name, you know? Like, not like this
Yeah.
server or other servers. There's a question, excuse me, there's a question in the chat. Why isn't New World Interactive using the profits from, Why isn't New World Interactive using the profits from Insurgency standalone to finance, the UE Insurgency, which is Insurgency Sandstorm? Well, we are. Like, we've done really well with Insurgency. Because we do well with Insurgency, we knew, like, hey, like, this means we can make this vision of, like, a better Insurgency happen, and we acted on it. I guess the implication of your question is, like, why did you decide to go with a publisher? And it was, as I was just saying before, like, we are developers, and frankly, honestly, we don't have a lot of experience marketing and PR and other stuff like that, and we wanted to work with somebody on that sort of thing to have assistance with that, and that's a big part of it, you know. And you know, I think the reason why you might ask that question with so many question marks and some incredulity is because people have a negative opinion of publishers in the gaming world now, and you know, we as shooter fans especially, without naming any specific names, we all know who we feel and who they are, or how we feel and who they are. But you know, Focus gets it, and we get Focus, and publisher's not a bad word. Keep in mind, Half-Life 1 was published, right, by Sierra. Sierra published all kinds of awesome stuff. Paradox, also an excellent publisher. It's not a bad word. Like, understand that, you know, teams need security, and they also need help with those things that publishers provide. So I encourage you to not have that outlook.
So I have another question for you.
Sure.
So I bought this game on G2A for $1.29.
Mm-hmm.
So how does that work for you guys? Like I know if I buy it on Steam for was it $15?
Yes. If it's not on
So
sale.
you get the same amount of money, or how does it work?
G2A is kind of tricky, and G2A has even been accused of doing some shady things. I can't speak to how all those keys find their way onto G2A, but there are a lot of different ways they can find their way on there. But basically, if you buy it, it depends on where you buy it. Like if you buy it on Steam, if you buy the game on Steam, I can tell you, like we get a cut, and also Valve gets a cut, because it's their platform and their engine and all that stuff. But because it's digital, like we're not paying like people to create the boxes. We're not paying for it to be shipped or anything, so it's like a pretty straight cut, which is nice, for us. And it's like we were talking about before this stream even started. The three of us were chatting about just what Steam has offered us as a company. It's really awesome.
Yeah, man. Hold on, I need to do some.
Mr. Mons, sure. Mr. Mons says, Mikey, question, will market ever go back to the old way? Well, Evader was asking about that. He was saying he didn't like the new ambush layout. And I know you guys are big ambush players, so, if you feel that way, post on the forums, ask other people what they think. I've heard that before about our ambush layouts, and we're not above changing map layouts. We changed the market's layout. We added a big, beautiful police station. We added a big, beautiful beach even, like, a year ago, like, earlier. We added a doorway to Sinjar. We're opening up Embassy Push, the alpha point a little bit on the current beta branch. Like we'll change maps if people think we should. So make your case and we'll start the discussion. Especially since we might be looking at a competitive ambush mode. Could be very interesting.
That would be awesome. It's kind of ironic, right? When you called out Mr. Mons' question, I just was like, Mr. Mons, if you ask for a shout out again, I'm gonna kick you. He's going crazy.
I did.
Mr. Mons, here's your shout out.
I did see Mr. Mons' requests for a shout out. I usually don't. With respect to you, Mr. Mons, I usually do not satisfy those because I think that I'd rather focus my energy on answering other questions. What's that? Say again? I didn't hear.
I just want to add something, possibly a game mode, kind of what we used to do back in the olden days. It's somewhat like ambush, but it's a little different. So we used to do this thing in the group, and of course it took some voluntary action, but it was an awesome aspect. Very much, there's a VIP and whatnot, but the VIP would be kidnapped by, terrorists, right? And so they would be confined to a room unless a terrorist was not with them, and the goal was to capture and safely secure the VIP from the terrorist hands. And for me, that was probably like one of the greatest things. You had that liberty to do that. Are there any other game modes that you've heard about, like people talk to you about that for them worked out in the past and was great, and you maybe thought of implementing? Or you kind of set on the game modes?
No, we're not setting the game modes. Like we're always open to creating new ones and stuff. We've even talked before about bringing battle back, which is kind of like a symmetric push. But as of right now, we're not really experimenting with a lot of new game modes because we're making Sandstorm. We want to port Sandstorm. Sandstorm's largely going to be what Insurgency is. But we're open to creating new game modes, and we did that. We did something like with Vendetta with both teams of the VIP. It didn't really play well though, so we wound up taking it out. Which I admit did disappoint me a little bit because I really liked I've created some cool voiceover for it that made it sound like a Vendetta. There's a light narrative behind it, but it was the right thing to do. I actually have a question here from our producer Michael that was saying that we were talking with. He's asking if he can jump in with us. Would you guys mind that? Just having him hop into TeamSpeak with us and play with us?
Not at all.
He can help on.
Absolutely.
Cool. Perfect. Okay, Michael. Let me figure out. There's a way to direct message on Twitch. I'm pretty sure, right? Let me just send one of those. How the hell do I direct message people? How does this work?
I believe Deadhead might be in the TeamSpeak chat. Don't know.
No, he's not. I
He's
have
not
the
anymore?
TeamSpeak on my second monitor.
Gotcha. All right.
Cool. Well, let me just figure it out here, and then I'll send you a message, Mike. I'll give you the TeamSpeak info, and then I'll drag him in. Sorry, did you say Deadhead was here? Who was here?
He's
Yeah.
not. He's not here yet.
Oh no. Okay, he's the other person that you said was going to be subbing in
Yes.
for you, cause right, cause you have to go in a little bit.
I will
little
be right
bit.
back, guys.
Sure. I'm holding out for a hero to the end of the night. He's gotta be cool. He's a city larger than life.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, Lucy.
I think I'm gonna fuck this up. They know where I am. Need help over there?
All right, I'm back.
Question
your
from Ariel 88.
Yeah.
The vehicles one.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. No. Ariel asks, "Will Sandstorm have vehicles?" No. Sandstorm, as I said before, will largely be the same as Insurgency mechanically, and introducing vehicles would be a radical shift. If you were to think about it, maybe like in the story mode, I can't go into the details of that, but as far as like introducing that into the multiplayer, no. Like, make no mistake, like Sandstorm is gonna feel like Insurgency. It's gonna be Insurgency on UE4 with some additional stuff, but nothing crazy like vehicles. Like that would be a departure from the kind of gameplay that we've created. Insurgency is about CQB-ish infantry engagements that are like semi-fast paced.
I'm too late, but I guess he wasn't there. It was actually your fault, Max.
Sometimes just better just kill,
Hey, Mikey,
Linko asks, "Will you make a Wii U version? I feel like it would perfectly fit between Mario Maker and Smash Bros." No plans for Wii U, but we will be doing PS4 and Xbox One, Game Boy Color, Sega Saturn, Dreamcast, Virtual Boy, no Vive or Rift.
Okay, I'm loading. I want access to.
So apparently, Dead has a broken D key, so he's running out and getting a D key.
Oh no. Wait, did you say he's running out and getting a D key?
Yeah, I don't know where you run out and get a D key.
Whoa, what? He can run to the Best Buy. I need a D key now. Sir, we don't sell, and he like reaches across the counter and pulls him by the collar. Listen to me, you scrawny fuck. I need a D key right now. My clan is being featured on it. Don't you play Insurgency?
He's gonna run up, rip a D key off one of the display models, and just cram
Yeah,
it in his board.
with a loud just tear it right off. Okay. Let's
Hello.
Michael, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing very well, man. Thank you for dropping by. This is totally impromptu. Would you mind introducing yourself?
I am Michael. I work at Focus, who are publishing Insurgency Sandstorm. I've been a fan of the game for a very, very, very long time. Couple years, maybe 3 years now. I don't remember. But I thought I'd jump in for a game.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us. Yeah, this is great. If anybody has any questions about Insurgency Sandstorm in regards to our publisher, feel free to direct them toward Michael and me. I guess I'll be Mikey and you'll be Michael for consistency.
Yeah, that'll do. Right, let me just set up a screen so I can...
Yeah. Maybe we can get somebody, we'll ask somebody to politely leave. The server's been real hot ever since we started streaming, so hopefully we'll be able to get you in. Zombie says, Mikey sounds like the noob from Battlefield Friends. Oh, I love that. I like that series a lot.
Oh, Fart Mustard, if you're in the stream, I just direct you. I just had to say that.
Just let him know. Putting out a bulletin for Fart Mustard. Wait, Fart Mustard is his name?
Yeah,
That's
his name's Fart Mustard. He's a regular.
That's pretty good. I like the character in Battlefield Friends. I don't know if you guys have watched it. The Colonel, I think his name is. You know who I'm talking about? He's the guy who's always getting kills with the knife. and he asks the players, they're like, how do you get such a good rank? And he's like, you got a shit bucket. What's a shit bucket? You go into the bathroom, you're not playing Battlefield. You're shitting in the bucket, you're playing Battlefield.
So I have another question for you, Mikey.
Sure, please.
This is kind of just to satisfy a question I've had for a long time.
Oh, good. I want to create. No. I want to soothe that weirdness in you. I want you to know. Please ask me.
All right, so you know the.
Don't be shy, Vader. Give it to me straight. I can. This is my job, man.
All right. You're the voice actor. I
Yes,
want to hear from
that's
you
true.
Some of the voice things that you've done from your own mouth.
Okay,
It doesn't sound
okay.
like you. Like I can't picture it.
Okay. That's flattering. I'm glad that you want to hear. All right. Well, the thing that I like to demonstrate is the two biggest contrasting voices, which are the security subordinate and the insurgent subordinate. I'll just get a drink of water real quick.
Oh hell yeah! I'm so excited right
So
now.
so the security subordinate sounds like this, and then that'll be followed by the insurgent. So when a push match begins, I'm sure you know because you host a push server. You've been doing it for years. We're gonna move through and clear objectives Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. Secure one objective at a time. Be thorough. Security forces have been spotted in this area. Defend the objective and prevent them from coming through.
That was
So those are
amazing.
the two subordinates, and they come in over the HQ like radio, right, which announces play that happens on the map. But are there any other specific lines you're thinking of that you'd like to hear?
I don't know. Puffy kind of nailed it.
Puffy, wait, let me see. Mikey, can you speak? Let me get the let me get the lotion and tissue first. Oh my, oh my.
It sounded so surreal because like I just heard literally what I hear constantly from a live person.
Yeah, I'm glad you feel that way, and I should share with you that whenever people ask me in real life, like I talk to people about what I do or whatever, and they're curious, they'll ask me like, oh, like can I hear one of the voices that you do? Those are the two that I'll usually do, and I have to scream it, and we're always in a public place whenever I'm asked. So I don't know. I'll try to like. I'll take us outside or something. I don't know, like, because otherwise it doesn't. I want him to hear I want him to hear how it's said.
Oh, the last stand voices are sick too.
The last stand ones? Do you mean when you're the last one left? Man, you're the last one left, man. You better make some fucking moves. That one?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Those are fun to do. And more recently, I was really happy with how the hero cap ones came out, where you're the last one left and you capture a point and save your team. And he
So I
says
don't know
stuff
if I
like,
can be asking this, but
sure.
I'm gonna do everybody else a giant favor and ask this question: will you be voicing the campaign?
"Oh, one second here, Michael. I see your message. Let me try to get you the IP real quick here."
All right.
Join. You should see it there in the chat. It should get you in. Once the round ends, I'll ask politely if somebody would make space.
All right.
Okay, so sorry. What were we talking about?
I was talking about if
We were just praising your godly voice.
Oh, geez.
yeah,
Go on. Thank
the
you.
campaign.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. I might be performing some voiceover in the campaign. That's something I would be interested in doing. I don't want to go into the details too much. I should say it is more of a story mode. I do want to manage expectations there. It's not like going to be a full-fledged campaign. And we are using the term story mode. Something we want to be clear about.
Gotcha.
Something like between 3 and 5 hours. We want to tell an interesting story. It might not be like it's not going to be the massive thing that some people might like to see, because again, like we only have a year and we're more focused on the insurgency experience. But that being said, yeah, I'd like to. I can't go into the details of that, but I would certainly like to. I can tell you this: I won't be every single voice in the game like I am right now. That won't be true.
Has anyone ever asked you to do like a female voice?
Yes.
It
doesn't come out very good. No. God.
Are you Pee Wee Herman?
Pee Wee Herman. That sounds great with your microphone clipping out every other word.
I'm sure it does.
Yeah,
Are you able
someone
to get
who's
in,
watching,
Michael?
go mail him a new headset. Same
I-
delivery.
I don't know how to connect via IP.
Oh,
I haven't
I'm
used
sorry.
Source to
Yeah,
connect via IP.
It's
for
source.
years.
It's freaky. It's
Yeah.
above the tab button, hit tilde, and then you type in connect space, and then you paste the IP. Or you could go like right click on the favorites server browser, and then add to favorites. Either one of those should work. Let me know once you're connecting, and then
Gotcha.
we'll try to get to it.
Hey,
Apologize
Mikey,
for the inconvenience, but the server just filled up like right away as soon as we started. Yes, what was that, Vader?
So my buddy just sent me another member here.
Okay,
Just asked
okay.
you if you could do the he said ask if you can do the line the guy says in the tutorial after you detonate the C4.
Ah, fuck! Jesus Christ! A warning would have been nice. God damn it, my ears ringing. All right, that's enough explosives for now. I like to keep my hearing. Fuck.
Damn it, damn it, damn it.
And there you go. There you go, Mr. Squirrel.
And then he says, "Go ahead and get a long-range scope." I forget the line that follows that, but then I think you train on the long-range optics a bit. Actually, you know what? Do we want to switch to the push server right now? Because we've been playing for about an hour, and we got another hour. Do we want to do some push? Maybe Michael could
Sure,
get in
yeah,
on that
I'll,
one.
I'll
Okay.
get you the IP.
Okay, yeah. Put the IP in the TeamSpeak chat, and we'll join first.
Thank you.
Yeah, no one from our servers join the join the push till we're in, ideally.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll keep it quiet. We're not telling. Shh. But you'll be surprised.
Yeah, it's not like the whole internet can hear us or anything.
I'm really enjoying Ambush, boys. Thanks very much. This is a lot of fun. Looking forward to playing more
We can have it on
Ambush
auto retry while we play.
right now.
Stop dying so early.
Yep, it's on auto retry for the push server.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I just got into the push server.
Alright, I'm gonna auto rejoin it.
Cool. I'll get in there soon. I might ask that you ask politely for somebody to leave. Still, I hate doing that, but
Yeah, just for sake of convenience.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll just scream it out at some people.
just scream. Act very threatening. Scare people away.
Yeah. Leave now or you get a 2-week ban.
Woo.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that.
Oh, that would be quite mean. This is the NYC push server.
Yes.
Yes. So your ping
Gotcha.
ship. Where are you located?
In New Jersey. I'm quite close. I was actually just in New York a couple days ago.
Alright, I'm from Pennsylvania, so your ping should be almost as good as mine.
Awesome. Where are you from, Carson?
I'm from Southern California.
Oh, cool. And Michael, as I was saying before, is from the UK, but he's in Paris working for Focus. So US East sounds like a good central location for all of us.
Oh, absolutely. Now, and we usually have different servers up and running, but due to whatever finance we get, of course everything is run by donations and the generosity of one man. Give a shout out to KD. He's pretty much the guy that runs all of our tech stuff and provides us with these amazing servers. He does all the hard work and he lets us all enjoy it. So just throwing that out there to him. And of course it's through the donations of the community like you guys and girls that we're able to host our servers. So that's important.
Oh yeah. KD,
So
we have to thank KD. He is crucial. None of this would be possible without him.
You only have one guy that does all that, really. That's awesome. Well, shout out to
he's-
KD then.
He's a generous man
How long has he been with the clan?
since the start.
Very cool.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to play as much anymore. He has a full-time job. He's busy a lot. But he gets on. He tries to populate the servers. He's just AFK in the servers, getting populated and stuff.
Right.
But he does all the upkeep and stuff. He helps out with the forums as well.
Well, yeah, I imagine he's quite busy. It's good to centralize the power, but he must be busy with it. So, yeah, it's definitely good of him. I'm not able to
Powers
join.
spread out between. How many admins do we have? Like 3 or 4, 5?
Something like that. We used to do a ranking system, but we made away with that because it created more problems than anything.
Yeah, I could see that happening. administrators, like, they could have a flat structure as long as everybody's on the same page.
Exactly.
Ice Boy says, Mikey, just join an empty server. Well, I want to show off the USMC servers right now. We're trying to get onto that one. We should be able to get in a minute here. We just gotta wait for some slots to open up. Are either of you on there?
Nope.
Or anybody?
Invader, you're on there, aren't you?
Evader, come in. Do you read me?
Awesome.
Over.
Yep, I just had some people leave.
Okay.
I asked nicely.
Okay. Oh, wait. Oh,
I'm in.
I'm coming.
Alright.
What? It was like, oh, sure, come on in. Bam! Valve, server's full. Assholes.
Glitch, I think.
Sorry, Mike.
Who made this game anyway?
I don't know. They suck, man.
Could you ask nicely again? Michael, did you get it?
No.
Crap.
Just tell them the secret trick that we're not supposed to tell anyone. Just tell them the Alt F4 for
Yeah.
ammo shot.
Dude, like I used to do that, and I realized it was too mean, and I stopped. I'll admit that I did it, but the way I did it, I thought was particularly clever, which is probably one of the main reasons why I did it. I just thought it was funny. You say the following words, guys. Why isn't Alt F4 working? And it works, dude. Because like if you say like, hey, hit Alt F4, everybody's gonna be like, ah, fuck you. Like that must be something I don't want to do because you're trying to get me to do it. But if you're like, guys, something's wrong with the game. Is it working okay for you? And then it crashes them, or it closes it for them. It's devious, dude.
I like doing it in games such as DayZ, where they have to do a profile save.
Oh, that's nasty.
But then again, that game kind of crashed and burned.
Steven Sawyer says F10 for God mode. Yeah, F10. Somebody almost got that, or got me doing that. I was playing Half-Life 1, a mod called Firearms, and they were like, hit F10, and I was like, okay. And then, but here's what happened. I hit F10, and it said, are you sure you want to quit? And I was like, oh, and I hit cancel, and I went back in the server, and I was like, you almost got me. All
I
right.
just blew myself up with my own grenade. I'm such an idiot.
Can you blow up one of those guys out of the server?
There's a slot open in the server.
It's not working. This is good. This is good. We underestimated the popularity.
We should cancel Sandstorm.
I think we're gonna need to cancel Sandstorm.
We're gonna cancel Sandstorm.
Yeah, we're gonna cancel Sandstorm. Guys, thank you very much for all your support, but we're gonna go ahead and cancel Sandstorm. Michael, hey man, it was great meeting you. I wish you the best.
Does this mean I don't get a free early access?
No, because it's not gonna exist. So, oh, I'm in. Okay, Sandstorm's back on.
No, it isn't. I'm not in.
Oh, right. Well, here I'll ask politely, and then our politeness combined, we'll get you in here.
I kicked someone for you to join.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you savage.
Oh, that's
I'm gonna go right to the forums with
it was a necessary evil.
I'm all about that. You know, I used to throw
Necessary
down
evils.
You know, just for someone, you know, touching me the wrong way.
What? This goes back to that Care Bears thing, doesn't it?
I like to be touched nicely.
Zeno311 says, "You're welcome for the slot." Thank you, Zeno. That is truly appreciated. I am humbled by your sacrifice.
I'll be honest, push is really the game mode where people just like bend me over, but
I like push a lot.
to put it nicely.
Well, it's hard. Like it's really tough. I hear what you mean. But I don't know. I like that about it. I also really like, you know, as far as my work goes, like I think the voiceover comes together real nicely. It sells Insurgency as like an intense, gritty game. Everybody's shouting and it just whoa.
Yeah.
There's explosives.
Yeah, you know, it does add an aspect to it. You know, just I enjoy the little things, and this game does a lot with that. You know, with the co-op, with the sprinklers that you see in some of the maps. You know, I think that's awesome.
Yeah, that's something we actually just recently added, so I'm very happy that you pointed that out.
Yeah, another thing that I think would be cool to add, but you know, again, I don't know if it would be taxing or something, is shooting out lights. I feel like that would be such a rush. You know, you completely empty out an entire building full of lights,
right.
And you know, you storm in there with your flashlights and take them by surprise. But You know, of course, there's a lot of hurdles, I'm sure, in that.
Well, on source, it's a bit that's a bit difficult. I can tell you. But maybe for
This ain't
UE4 it's
possible.
possible.
I
This
think
ain't-
I think the other thing is like who realistically is going to run into a building shooting lights rather than people.
Me, I'm very OCD when it comes to shooting lights.
I hate it when somebody leaves the lights on. I run into a real show. They're like, "What do we live in a barn here, guys? Come on,
Go green.
go green." He said as he took a human life.
Hey, fertilizes the ground, man.
Oh, that's true. I guess, you know what? I guess, let's think about this. I had this conversation with my friend once. The greenest thing to do would be to kill yourself immediately so you stop spending resources. Mikey, say the above line to show your appreciation for Zeno, says Puffy. And Zeno follows up with that sarcastic face that people on Twitch use. Alright. Your sacrifice won't be forgotten. What's my direction here? Like, what's the situation? I gotta know the context. I can't just give you a read.
He's an actor,
Okay.
damn it.
I'm an actor, damn it. Not a mind reader.
Get shot in the face.
Have a way to shoot out a generator or something. Maybe use explosives or incendiary to destroy it, shutting off lights inside. That's cool. That's a little complicated. I hear what you're saying, Carson, about like it would be cool. Maybe for UE4, it's something we could explore. Honestly, there aren't really that many lights in Insurgency. I mean, there's some, but a lot of the combat is like outside or like in an already destroyed building. But, like, that could still be a thing. Another thing to keep in mind, though, we say the same thing with general destructibility of, like, structures, is it affects map balance. Like, what if, like, all of the interiors of all the buildings for the rest of the round were pitch black, you know? Like, would that be fun? That's the question we gotta ask.
Only if you have enough supply points for night vision or a flashlight.
Puffy says, you know that line when you're the last man standing as an insurgent? Where it's like your sacrifice will be honest, something like that. Oh yeah, it goes. Let me think about this. I recorded these like over 2 years ago, in November of 2013. You are the last of us. Your sacrifice will be remembered. Something like that, I think.
That's awesome, man. Do you have to
Thank you.
practice? Like, in metal bands, the screamers have to practice and stuff. Do you have to practice?
I spent some time like developing 4 voices, and I brought that to the team and I was like, what do you guys think? And they're pretty happy with them. I'd say we were on the same page as far as like how we wanted the characters to sound. The insurgent subordinate sounds like a little inexperienced and panicky and raspy. The insurgent leader sounds a little more confident and deeper and grizzled. I wanted to turn the stereotype on its head, though, with the security team. The security subordinate sounds like a hard ass, and security team leader has less testosterone in his body and has a higher pitched voice. And I thought that would be cool to have like the leader have a higher pitch. You know, I just wanted to turn it on its head and like see how that sounded. Because in real life, like, you know, who knows like how people sound? People sound different, and not everybody in the military sounds like a total hard ass. But also, like, the security subordinate is my natural voice, and since that was taking up so much of the gameplay, especially with co-op and stuff, I wanted to keep that as the most commonly heard voice, was my natural voice. So that was part of the motivation as well. Then someone says, sure, says Wraithington is the insurgency there. Yeah, sure is spoken by both the insurgents. There's sure and sure. So it's not just like the actual voice, it's also like, or the pitch or whatever, it's also the attitude and, you know.
I wouldn't have thought that far into voice acting, to be honest.
Well, you work it out, and I'm like, I'm new to this. I've only started like a couple years ago. I've been doing it a while, but it's an interesting challenge. And it was a challenge with Insurgency, trying to be so many different people at once. So I hope people were convinced.
Wow, 2 health left?
Miss Storks says, there's a question here, hold on. Shadow rendering is always expensive, says one of our programmers, Christian Bacher, or Annicator in the chat. Unless you switch to dynamic GI system, even that is more costly. On top of that, you can't have any global illumination for those lights. So yeah, basically, if you want to have dynamic lights you can shoot out, it's expensive, and that means hardware-wise. So that's like even harder to optimize, essentially.
Yep.
So it's tricky, is the short answer, but it's something we can consider. Thank you, Christian, for hanging out, by the way. We have 3 developers in our Twitch chat right now. One of our animators, Ben Turtel, one of our programmers, Steven Suarez, and Christian Bacher, one of our other programmers as well. Christian and Steve, the programmers, are in the Amsterdam office, where I'll hopefully be next month after I move. Ben Turtel, we streamed with him last week. He was just playing with me. He's in Florida, but he's originally from the UK.
Hey, Mike, do you mind if we do Sinjar next? Kind of want to get some gameplay on that in.
Sure. That sounds cool to me. I like Sinjar. I'm not
Sinjar
one of
is
those.
my favorite map.
I'm not one of those wimpy people who's like, oh, but it's so hard for the security. No,
I
man, you
hate
just
that.
gotta
that's my
throw your
favorite
smoke
map.
grenades, dude. Are you cool with Sinjar, Michael Cosson?
Yeah, Carlson and I tear it up on Sinjar, man.
You know, people just don't know how to use a sniper, but if you're security and you have a sniper, like, game over, man. I mean, you're killing
You
surgeons by
can?
the dozens.
If you're aggressive as a sniper, it does work. It's true. Michael, are you actually on the server? I just wanted to double check.
I'm not.
Shit, I'm sorry.
I
There should
saw
be a
this
slot
video.
open now. Try joining now.
I saw this video that perfectly summed up Sinjar push. It was a video of the security team. They spawned, they ran about 50 feet, and they went into slow-mo when you see an RPG come down, and literally the entire team, minus the dude recording, dies.
Oh, God.
All in slow motion.
I've heard of that before, and I've seen that before. It can happen.
Yeah, it's just Sinjar's all about. If you get a good RPGer, and I know exactly where to put the RPGs, I mean, you can just get great kills.
I see a lot of people are asking about the RPG. They're saying, say RPG, please. RPG followed by a defeat screen. RPG. Wink face. Carrying T. I'm actually seeing some new faces here. I'm just curious, who here watching right now has not... I'm dead. Who here watching now has not watched the stream before? A Sinjar a day keeps the security away. Winston Churchill. Yeah, I think Winston Churchill said that right after the Americans entered the Second World War. That was a direct quote. Pat Fest says me. Cool. Did you buy it? Our programmer says me. Haha. Christian. Did you guys buy it at the Corona GG sale last week? I'm dead. RPGs, dude. I'm new here and I love it. I'm gonna try making it each week from now on. Good. Follow the channel and you'll get an email update whenever it happens. It'll also be in the in-game news menu, as you know.
Me and Costin and Dead have a love-hate relationship with Steam sales on Insurgency.
Oh really? Why is that? Do you not
Because
like the noobs?
Our servers get flooded with noobs, racists, trolls.
It's it's the internet. Like it happens.
Yep.
Like that's something. Yeah, that's shitty. Like I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say that doesn't happen with our community. It happens in anything on the internet. But whatever, you deal with it. Like you ban them, they tire out and they go play something else, or whatever. Like you can't stop people from being shitty, unfortunately.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just important to make sure whatever server you're on, again, like tell people, that are running the server what's up, because chances are if they're putting in money for a community, the community definitely wants to be good in the whole,
Right.
All
I
right,
don't
gentlemen.
even know.
I've got to take off. I've got
Okay.
a hot date in the city of Boston, so it's very rare. I know. Women, they're hard to come by, but when they do, you take them up.
I
Especially
thought you
for
were a
an Insurgency
first-person
player.
shooter gamer. I thought you said you were weird, dude.
I am weird. That's why I'm taking this opportunity.
Okay, well, have fun on your day. I wish you the best. And thank you for coming by, and thanks for, just in general, for hosting your server. It's truly like, this is what Insurgency is all about, is it is about its community. And you have created a community within us, and you've been with us forever, so honestly, thank you for that.
Thank you very much for having me and, you know, having this stream. We really appreciate this, and I look forward to playing with you in the future.
For sure, man. We'll have to do this again sometime. So,
Absolutely.
Take care. Thank you again.
See you later, Costin.
Shall I bring in Dead?
Yep, go for it.
Okay, first I'll
He's
kill
walking
this.
security.
Ah, shit. I alt-tabbed out right when the security guy stepped in front of me.
Oh, that was me.
Speak.
Huh. If he's watching this, go
Yeah,
into
come on back into TeamSpeak. I'll drag you into the channel. By the way, Michael, the round's gonna end in 20 seconds. I'll ask politely if someone will leave, so be at the ready if you can. Unless they capture Alpha. Oh shit.
Oh, we're definitely gonna get it now.
Die!
Donald Trump's coming in.
Stupid security. Dumb. Get up there.
Oh, my bad. Watch out. I'm good. You did damage, basically. Sorry about that, Tommy.
Get on it.
I just realized I shouldn't make political opinions on a live stream.
That's okay. All you said was Donald Trump. I didn't. Wow, the actual Donald Trump is playing with us. Awesome. By the way, would somebody mind leaving so one of our guys can get in? Is anybody okay with that? It would be really appreciated.
Well, you didn't add me to your friends list last time I asked you, so no.
Well, excuse you. My friends list is like always full, dude. If you wanna reach out to me, fucking feel free, dude. I am available many different ways. You can email me, michael@neworldinteractive.com. You can see me at the stream, and you could also just please
Let's see what
allow me
happens.
this allowance and just get one little tiny little slot. Just yeah, thank you, Tommy. I appreciate that. Okay, go.
Hey, Mike.
Go.
Can you pull out
Yeah.
Deadhead?
Oh yes. God damn it.
I'm on auto retry. No luck so far. Keep being on auto retry. Okay.
Deadhead, can you hear me?
Yeah, how's it going?
Hello, Deadhead. It's going well. How are you?
Hey, Dead.
I'm fantastic.
Good. Would you mind introducing yourself to the listeners?
I'm Deadhead. I'm one of the admins of a USMC group.
Cool. And how long have you been with USMC?
Oh, 2.5 years, I think.
Awesome. Are you actually on the server with us? We're on Pange right now. Oh, there, another person left. Go, Michael.
It's still on auto retry.
And Dead is a veteran as well.
Oh, cool. If you hit refresh, Michael, it might give it a little nudge, and it'll realize it. Okay.
I think you got a lot of guys in the auto retry queue.
Probably. There's still 3
Probably
slots
all
that you could try doing it through the console again. Connect space then the IP.
All right.
Give it a shot.
Hey, Mike, you might have to do a little quick advertisement for our viewers.
Go ahead, please.
So we're trying to make the USMC clan more of a community base, trying to branch out a little bit. We have a YouTube channel, and if you want to go see that, you can probably see yourself playing the games. I do a lot of recording. You can go check that out. We're gonna launch a Facebook page, just to get you guys more connected on stuff going on in the servers. So you can check out the YouTube page. We have Evasion Gaming is mine. I have a lot of Insurgency videos. USMC Revived is the official. And then you can check out the Facebook page that we're going to launch, USMC Insurgency as well. So if you go check those out, we'd love to see you there. We can get you updated and stuff.
You want to throw those links in the chat as well for people?
In the Twitch chat?
Sure, please. Links
Yeah,
are
I'll do that real
enabled.
quick. Alright, give me a sec. Got all tab.
Sure. And whenever you're
Dead-
ready, you can
Dead,
switch it
don't
over to
pick
Sinjar. So, Dad, Vader said you were a service member. What branch and what did you do?
I was in the Army. I was a paratrooper. I got hurt jumping out of an airplane and broke my back.
Ooh.
So I'm retired now.
Are there a lot of, we were talking a little bit about this, there's a lot of veterans in USMC, in the clan?
Yep, there's a handful of them.
And it was, because I know it was founded by actual Marines.
Yep, I think one of them was also, German SF or something like that.
Ooh, KSK? KSK?
Yeah, I'm not even
It's
sure
one of their
who it
groups.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him around. He hasn't hopped on very much. Probably life got busy or something.
Yeah, well, they're pretty busy, aren't they, in special operations?
I would imagine so.
So you were a paratrooper, were you a ranger, or were you, I'm not sure how it was to be a paratrooper.
It was training for Ranger Battalion.
Ah, I see.
Alright, just so you know, I'm putting in the links as we speak.
Cool, go for it. And whenever you're ready, again, we can go to Sinjar, whenever.
Yep, I'm just on my other one menu, so give me a sec.
Michael, I'm told if you alternate between hitting refresh and join game, that might work. Also, you could just try to connect through the console.
Yeah, I'm trying both of these things.
Well, even if you're not able to get in, that's okay. We're gonna do, in probably like 20 minutes here, we'll do like a dedicated question and answer period, where I exit out a game and I just turn on my camera and talk, and we could talk a little bit about Focus and Insurgency and USMC and all that stuff, if you'd like
cool.
to stick around.
Sure, why not?
Alright, we are going to Sinjar in 1 second.
Go for it. Actually, Razorkin here has a question about the Army, Dad, if you don't mind. He asked, what's the distinction with Airborne? I can't remember my band of brothers.
Just paratrooper. I mean, that's the gist of it. Is that, I don't know how detailed he wants, I guess.
Well, do you, oh, I think my game just crashed. Nope, it's good.
Yeah, we changed the service.
Are Rangers, I guess I'm kind of curious too, are Rangers the only paratroopers? Or can you be a paratrooper and not a Ranger? How does that work?
No. 82nd Airborne in Fayetteville, North Carolina. They're all, well, the big units there are all paratroopers. To be Ranger qualified, you have to actually be paratrooper.
Right.
Yeah.
So, infantry can be paratroopers, it's just like some training that they might or might not get.
Yep, you go to Benning and go to Airborne School, yep.
Right. I had a buddy, he's a current Army intelligence right now, and he was at Benning, trained at the basic at Benning, now he's in Fort Gordon in Augusta, Georgia.
Yep, I've been there.
So yeah. Is it not a good area? What's that area like?
Fort Gordon, all I remember is it's super small, and it was, I'm pretty sure it's close to the airport, because I had to go there for like 2 seconds to talk to somebody.
I see.
I'm gonna show off my RPG skills here, just spawn camp a little bit.
Yeah, I think you blew me up. But you're gonna get what's coming to you. You know why? Because I got smoke grenades.
Oh, smoke grenades? I've killed someone by throwing a smoke grenade and hitting him in the face.
I think I won a 5v5 competitive pickup game by killing a guy by hitting him in the back with a frag grenade.
That's amazing.
And that was a while ago. I honestly didn't know that we could do that in the game, that we had support for that. So I was just like, oh, I got him, but I have my grenade out of well, and I threw it, and he went, ah! He fucking keeled over. I just knocked him in the shoulder or the back or something. We need more smoke grenades. Please. Hurry up.
Oh, Jizzy Pants, I know that guy. I hate him so much. Just kidding, I love him, but he just killed me. If only Twitch wasn't like a 20-second delay, I could ghost you so hard.
Oh yeah, if only you could cheat and kill me every time I spawn. If only. What a great world we'd live in. More smoke, god damn it! That's the way. There we go. Get up there. Get up there and do your fucking jobs. Throw some smoke grenades. What was that, C4?
I'm in.
Nice! We're on the security
Actually-
team if you're interested in a tough fight.
Yes.
C4. Rip.
See if this works though first.
Nice! That's the way.
When I first started playing on the USMC servers, I played on a... We used to have a server, it was a 24/7 Sinjar. I put about 90 to 99% of my playtime on that server, man. I was...
Oh man. So you're a Sinjar professional, is what you're telling me.
I like to think so.
You'd have to be. So how's the population on that server?
We had to take it down because of funding, unfortunately.
okay.
But it was always full. Literally always.
Really?
Or figuratively always.
That's
People really seem to like it.
that's cool. That's good. 24/7 of any map. Like I'm always a little skeptical. Like are people really going to play that all the time? But if it was always full, hey, it's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Hey Steve, how are you?
That's where I applied. So I was like, I really like this. The community's great, so I'll apply to be a member.
Yeah, you were a regular.
Yep.
Steve, our programmer here, is sporting the L1A1 British rifle, which he just used to take a life.
Good man.
Right? Yeah, no luck?
Oh, I'm in.
Oh, cool. Oh, shit!
That was probably me, given your reaction.
Are you shooting? You killed Steve, dude. You killed a fellow Englishman.
Kill all the developers, cancel the game. That's my plan tonight.
that's the goal.
That's
One
the
by
dream.
one.
Oh shit!
You're not getting this one, Michael.
Apparently not.
Oh, your friends might, though. Hey, they're right outside, dude. Look out. Okay.
I don't know what the whole deal of the L1A1 is. It's not even that good.
What?
M16 for life.
That one A1's good. It's got an awesome.
Akbar.
It's got an awesome sight picture, which is what I like a lot about it. And I don't know, it just sounds and looks pretty sexy. And I'm not sure, Michael. Maybe you could say, but I think the caliber is bigger than the 5.56, isn't it?
Me? I have no idea.
Oh no, not a gun guy.
I make games, not guns.
I think it's a 308, actually. It might be a 308.
That's what I think too. But I'm
Oh,
not
yeah,
positive.
It is. Yeah,
Right.
that's alright,
Dude.
it is.
Right, and the 308 is bigger than a 5.56, so
I think I remember from my armor days.
the Arma days.
I
Which
think the
Arma did you play,
308 is
Michael?
roughly the size, a little smaller than the Mosin round.
I
Actually,
played two.
significantly smaller than the Mosin round, like in between a 5.56 and a Mosin round.
Oh, okay. Arma 2 I played a little bit of, but
Oh, I love it.
yeah. Did you play modded content on it? What sort of Arma stuff did you like to
Yeah,
play?
we played Benny's mod, which is a really great mod that lets you capture towns. It's kind of like Battlefield. You would capture points area by area, and you would earn money to buy weapons and vehicles. And it's a really, really big mod.
Oh, that's cool. Don't they?
That was really, really fun.
That sounds familiar. Like, doesn't Arma 3 have something called like capture and control or some sort of similar mod?
Yeah, but they don't really work as well as they did in Arma 2, unfortunately.
Oh yeah. How did Arma 2 do it better?
They had a different system for scripting and modding that allowed you to do different things. I'm not really 100% sure on the details, but I know that
Right,
the guy who
right.
made Benny's mod tried to make it for Arma 3, but he just couldn't do it. It didn't work out.
Interesting. It is one thing I've always appreciated about the Arma series is their, modding support and how people really create some really interesting experiences using it. namely, you know, of course, you could say DayZ.
Oh yeah. So you know that rule of the internet, Rule 34? Like it exists, there's like a porn about it. Same for ARM. If it exists, there's a mod for it.
For Arma, yeah, it's interesting. I never heard Rule 34 and Arma mentioned in the same sentence. So if we go by the actual Rule 34, that means there's Arma pornography.
Oh, there definitely has to be.
Oh,
I've seen
shit.
crazy stuff.
Hey. Hey. Hey! Hey! Behind you! I'm right here!
Mikey, we're gonna be cracking down
Hey!
on the 8K as well, just to keep the server flowing. So let me know if you see anybody, alright?
I don't like being ignored. Say again?
Oh, I'm gonna be cracking down on the AFK people just to keep the server traffic flowing.
Okay.
So if you see anybody, just let me know, alright?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Father.
Oh,
Father.
What is your swearing policy on the stream?
Oh, you can swear liberally. You can say whatever you would like.
That's good news.
Go for it. Yeah. No, everybody who watches this knows, and everybody who plays the game, you know, I curse like a sailor.
Yep. Even in your voice recordings.
Yeah. Well, and you know, honestly, like as far as the game goes, like that's an important part of the theme, you know, a gritty shooter.
Oh yeah.
You're not gonna get. Oh no, fruitcake! Oh, Namby, son of a gun!
You should do an overlay, a voice recording like that where you say, "Oh, fiddlesticks" every time you get hit.
There is a mod that censors Insurgency. It removes the swearing, and I actually keep in touch with the woman who created it. I try to update her whenever I update the voiceover. But I think she and another person created one, and I remember in their description they complained like some lines were just entirely like what they did is they blocked out, like they just blanked it out. You know what I mean? Like they do on TV. But they complained like some lines are just entirely swearing, so I just had to remove them completely.
Oh.
Nice, good hustle, everybody.
So, Mikey, why is the M16 2 points for snipers and 1 point for marksmen when they get the same attachments?
Because we want to encourage the sniper to snipe. You see that sort of thing with a lot of other classes too. For instance, the support and buying the drum versus buying the drum as a specialist using the glue.
On myself.
I hope you got all that and you didn't run away. Smoke grenades! Smoke grenades, everybody. Smoke.
Dead. Who was it that one? Oh wow, I just died. Who was it that one day where someone was trying to change their weapon by hitting 2, and instead they were just kicking the whole server because they had their admin menu up?
That's me, dickhead.
That was you.
Is that a real man? What? Why can't I pull out my pistol? And people are flying out of the server.
I
Yeah,
looked
you
down
kicked
in the
about
bottom
6
left, dude.
people.
Yeah, that was horrible.
That's funny. The Jubbinator says, is Mikey answering any questions about Insurgency Sandstorm? Yes, please. I will answer any question you have about Insurgency or Sandstorm or the weather or whatever, you know, go ahead. If there's something I can't talk about Sandstorm or whatever your question may be, you know, I'll just say so. That's fine. Feel free to ask whatever you want. We have one of the guys from Focus, our publisher, with us here, Michael. So if you have any questions about that, he can answer you very directly. He's been a fan of Insurgency for a long time, and we're very happy to be working with them. You actually wrote a very flattering article about us, didn't you, Michael? Back when you reviewed the game, I think.
Shit, I mean, I don't remember. I'm told I did.
You don't remember?
I really don't remember. But I mean, yeah,
Might
my
have been
opinion
under
was really good.
duress.
So.
Which
Yeah, I
is
was
good,
under
yeah.
duress. I got paid off and forgot about it.
You got
Oh, why?
Here you go, Michael. Write a really good review of us. We'll talk about it later when we sign a publishing deal.
So, how much is it gonna cost us?
We're cheap, $20.
Awesome. I
Yeah,
love
it was
that.
about $20.
Oh wait, you mean the game, Sandstorm? Because we don't have a price for Sandstorm yet. That's what you
Oh
asked.
shit! You just
The payoff
accidentally
was
announced
only
the
20
price.
bucks.
Whoops.
That's awesome.
No, it's not gonna be $20.
Yeah,
More
we're
than that?
The thing about pricing is you figure it out later. It depends, it depends on a lot of things. It's a really complicated chain of events and conversations but it's not. It's gonna be fair.
I
right. We're not gonna gut you guys. Like we'd like to think that you agree. We have a history of being fair with the pricing of our games and everything we include in them. And there's a lot to be settled. We're doing a lot of new things all at once. Story, esports from the get-go, console release, publisher. There's a lot of parts moving. But thank you for understanding, because I know you understand.
Yep. Gotta make money. That's what business is for, you know? Man, I keep getting wrecked by this LT_MIM guy.
Elfin Lucy says, how's the weather? And Wraithington, who's also a New Jersey resident, says, I'll field this one. Mike is in central New Jersey. I believe I have the same weather. It's fine. Cold and clear, just above freezing. Forecast threatened snow. Didn't have it.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
It's pretty rainy today, actually. I came over here to the booth, and it was raining, and it was kind of gross. But that's just getting me inoculated for Amsterdam, right?
Oh, it's snowing like crazy in Pennsylvania right now.
Oh, really? I wonder if we're
Yeah.
going to get that. How many inches are you due to get?
I think we have like 2 right now, maybe 1. I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't looked out my window.
Dude, the weather's been stupid lately. It's
Gamers
like...
rarely look out their window.
Where in Pennsylvania are you, by the way?
I'm an hour west of Philadelphia, near
Oh, cool.
in between Lancaster and Philadelphia.
I go into Philadelphia all the time. Well, every once in a while, I should say, because I have friends that live there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in Philadelphia pretty often as well. Well, at least near there.
What do you do in Philly?
I take some classes, visit friends, things like that.
Cool. Where do you take classes?
Oh shit! Sorry.
I have a. Okay, so this is really weird. I
It's
am.
okay. If you don't mind me
senior in high
asking.
school right now. I'm a senior in high school right now.
Oh, okay.
I know. I'm a youngin.
It's just the
But,
fact that it's-
That's all right. It's no problem,
So
man.
I take classes all over the place. So I take college classes at Delaware at a community college near me, and then I take a writing class somewhere else, and then I take like some one-day classes. That's why I was out in Philly sometimes and things like that.
Man, you must be driving around a lot. Up and
Oh,
down
yeah, I
95.
put the miles on my car.
That's cool. Good for you. Going out of your way to get the education you want.
Yeah.
Hey, Mikey, do you guys plan on making... Oh, I'm sorry. Go on.
No, go on. Sorry.
I was just going to answer a question here. Hey, Mikey, do you guys plan on making new content like maps and weapons, along with the game being on Unreal Engine? Good question. I'm glad that you asked that, because that's something else we're trying to be very clear about in managing expectations. Sandstorm is largely going to be the Insurgency, with the additions of, like I was saying, story mode and better, utilizing the engine for better graphics, audio, etc. Maybe some subtle new mechanics. But, by and large, it's going to be Insurgency. New content like maps and weapons are unlikely. They're possible, but I would say they are unlikely. And we're going to port as many maps as we can, but we also have to keep in mind our deadlines and stuff, and we might only be doing the maps that we want to do. Go on,
I
Michael,
think
yes?
I think a good way to think of it is it's kind of like Counter-Strike Source to Counter-Strike Go.
Yeah, I think
Except
that's good.
except with more content in the single player. But another thing that people should know is that the schedule for the game is not 100% worked out. And like everyone is still scaling the ambition for the project, and a lot of things that were not going to be adjusted, are. So there is content being added. There are cool little features here and there, visual features and stuff like that that are like, oh, we don't know how to do that. Oh, and suddenly, yeah, we do. Maybe let's do that. Maybe let's not. So it's not like it's all finite on paper right now. I think that people should be excited about what's new and not necessarily think it's going to be the exact same experience. I mean, the core experience will feel the same, but there will be a lot of new things that make it feel really fresh. That's the way I see it.
And that's true. I think that's a very good way to put it. It is going to have new stuff to it, But as far as like new content, like new weapons and new maps, like you should expect the same stuff that's in Insurgency in regards to those things, with the possibility of other new stuff. But as Michael said, like we're still figuring things out right now. The game's coming out in 2017. We just got into 2016, and there's stuff that we're discovering even now, like that would work well. For example, ballistics, weapon ballistics, as I was saying earlier. Bullets travel through space. They take time to go through space. They penetrate things. They slow down as they penetrate, and they fall with gravity. And that's interesting. That's something that we're balancing and making sure that works very well. And there's also blood pooling. When you kill a guy, we saw this in the playtest. You kill a guy, and he lays there a bit. Blood will pool underneath him. That's not something we have in Insurgency. So it's stuff like that. Like, you're gonna see cool new stuff that I think you should be excited about.
Bullet drop sweet. Like that.
Yeah, right. It's now, there is some reservation with that. We thought, like, oh, well, like, is that going to work well? Do we need it? And our thinking was, like, it's not going to affect the gameplay in a negative way, right? Like, it'll help make long-range sniping more interesting. And most of the engagements, not right now on Sinjar, because we're playing Sinjar, but even on Sinjar in certain places, most of the engagements are so close up, you know?
Yep. Are different calibers gonna have more of a drop or less of a drop?
Probably, yeah. We reference real-world ballistics. We don't like dedicate it to it, but we do reference that.
Sweet.
And the same thing with penetration and stuff.
I think people will be really amazed what you can do just with a new engine in terms of how new it feels.
Yeah, dude.
Based on what we've seen so far.
Yeah, dude, like, you saw our playtest, right? Because we've been talking about these playtests we've been doing. And even already, just, it looks so good. And I can't share with you guys, we can't share publicly yet, but, like, some of the pictures, some of the environments that we're creating, like, it's a world of difference, dude, I'll tell you what. And it just makes, it makes me all the more excited until we finally can share. But I think you guys are going to like it. You already saw the comparison shots of Contact, the barbershop and the street and all that stuff. It's going to be cool. You'll like it.
Who are you asking?
Yeah, I mean, one of the cool things.
Finally. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, I just kicked someone in Spectator.
You can really just pull like assets from the original Insurgency at Town Hall 4, and things automatically look
Exactly.
really great and fresh. And that's
So
one
even
of the most
just-
exciting things.
I know, even just at our base, like, all we got to do is put it in there, and it looks better. And and that being said, like, we're touching things up even more than that. But even just at our base, we're already working ahead of ourselves, you know.
You guys have a speculated release date? I wasn't here for most of this, so.
Oh, no, that's fine. The plan right now is 2017.
Should be early to mid 2017 is what we're aiming for right now, I think.
Right.
Cool.
Well,
Are you
there's
guys
not-
on track to do that right now? Like mid? Are you guys still on track for that?
I mean, it's game development.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking frankly, it is game development. But, things are looking pretty good so far. With the story, we are in pre-production.
Yeah, like, I went to Amsterdam to see the guys, and we sat down and we were like, okay, how long do we need to do this? And we went through all the things, all of the problems, everyone sat around, and what I can say is that it was one of the most productive and most efficient production meetings I've ever had. It was just like, okay, we have this problem, we can do this by then, we can do that by then, we can do that by then, and like within 2 hours we had a plan. And that's really rare. So I think we're really optimistic about release deadlines and optimization and stuff like that. Shouldn't be any major problems.
I'm happy that you feel that way. That it was one of the most productive
Yeah,
planouts that
Luke,
you've had.
our head of production is still excited about that meeting. He's a guy who loves meetings, so he gets like excited about an efficient meeting. He's like,
Yeah,
that was so efficient.
I like people. I like people like that. He calls you up like, "Oh, what's up, Luke? It's Sunday afternoon. Oh, I was just thinking about that meeting. Do you remember that meeting?" I can't do a French accent.
You sound like a Russian, but whatever. That's cool. European.
Somewhere on that continent over there.
Yeah.
So are you guys based in New Jersey?
Oh no. We sorry. This gives us a good opportunity to clarify. Our studio, our main studio, is in Amsterdam, but a lot of our team works remotely. We got like 30 team members, right? 6 to 8 of them are in the Amsterdam studio in the Netherlands. The reason why we opened up a studio there as like our main studio is because we have a lot of team members. Again, they work remotely, and a lot of them were European, and we thought that made the most sense. It made more sense than paying out the nose to bring everybody to New York City or something, right? Where it's very expensive, which is where one of our co-founders, Jeremy Blum, is actually from. But
That's not the real story.
What's the real story?
You opened it in Amsterdam because marijuana is legal, and then they legalized it in the US. and
You're the
like,
director does not condone any of his junkies.
Now we know. Now we know.
That's why.
Gotta build a place in Colorado now, I guess.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. That's not true. What you
No,
said
it's
is
not.
true.
It was like one of the reasons why is we did want to be in a cool city, and Amsterdam is cool for that reason and other reasons. Like it's a very liberal, interesting town. You know, like.
Yeah.
It's very special as far as like cities in Europe goes. So that is like honestly like the culture there is a part of the motivation, but yeah. Also, most of the guys, you know, they're EU citizens, and it made more sense. I'm gonna be moving there next month, hopefully, if everything goes well, and I'll be one of the only Americans there, along with Jeremy Blum, who is like as I was saying, our CEO and game director, one of the co-founders, who's been with us since the beginning. So he just moved there, like he just got off the plane a couple days ago. We've been very busy, and things are really stepping up, and I'm very excited to get there. It'll be very meaningful for me even, because like I was telling Costin earlier, like this is my first commercial thing, my start in this career, so I'm very excited myself to be there.
Someone just accused you of doing it for a tax haven.
Tax shelter? No, dude. The Europeans love taxing, dude.
Yeah, you have no idea how more complicated it is in Europe.
Yeah.
Everything to do with money.
Yeah.
I think in France, it's France is like one of the strongest taxers in the EU, isn't it? Maybe I'm wrong in saying that.
Don't remind me.
Oh, sorry.
It's really a nightmare. It's got the highest corporate tax in the entire world.
Okay. There you go, and you feel that. I met a taxi cab driver. Sorry, go on.
No, I don't want to talk about that. I'm too sad.
That's okay. I was just gonna say, I met an Uber
Kill
driver who
someone,
said he was taxed 50% of his income.
Oh, I didn't know that about Uber drivers. Poor guy.
That's horrible.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that was he did Uber driving on the side, so it might have been
He could have been lying.
He also could have been lying to get a better tip. That's true.
In fact,
So- Is Sandstorm going to support mods?
That's something we do plan on doing. Honestly, like it's pretty early, and we don't know for sure. We're still even learning the engine, but we do want to do that. Yes, you know, like
Awesome.
We-
So I really
we-
want my bruh mod.
your bro mod for your M249, of course. We wouldn't want to take that from you, Evader. But
It's so satisfying.
I'm sure. Where it's likely like we want to have that. Maybe not for consoles, but we can't guarantee anything until we really get in there. You know, like we've been saying, things are still early. Good round.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was alright.
Ravioli7 says, "Hello, I'm from Ukraine. I am very love Insurgency. Good luck and have fun. If you want top hardcore level, use console command CL draw HUD 0." And then smiley faces in the Russian way, the Russian, Ukrainian, Eastern European way.
Oh shit! You just call the Ukrainian Russian. You just.
Oh no,
man.
Russian / because they all say smile. They all smile the same way in text.
You just snuffed the fan.
Thank you, Ravioli. I'm happy. Thank you for dropping by, and thank you for saying hello. If you're still here, I like that about gaming and about Insurgency. You know, we have people all over the world. It's sweet. I also do honestly find it cute how you guys smile. Is that because you can't change or it's inconvenient to change the keyboard layout back to Cyrillic or whatever? Because that's what I was told by one of my Russian friends.
He's gone, man. You call him
gone?
Russian. He's just like gone.
I didn't call him Russian, dude.
He's like, yeah, fuck you guys, I'm going home.
Now you're making fun of him for being Russian.
No,
Speaking of-
that was a Ukrainian accent.
Speaking
Oh,
of
okay.
Russian, Rosetta needs to open up a Russian software and then just make it Counter-Strike.
Like you boot up Rosetta Stone and it just puts you in a server.
Puts
and
you
it-
in an American
server.
server with tons of Russians.
Yeah, the server's got to be called like Rosetta Stone. What do they call it? Total immersion language training, or something like that. There's a term for it in language learning. I think it's called full immersion.
Worthless piece of humanity by a Russian accented guy.
Go, go, go.
Oh.
That sounded. Did you get a kill or were you killed? It sounded relieving.
I was killed, but I hated my life, so it was like silver linings.
It's like, okay, I'm fine with this. I've made peace.
I'm role playing. No, I was reading a Twitch comment and I died. Gotta remember to read when you're dead.
No, it happens all the time. I hear you on that.
They're really big on the optic rendering suggestion.
Oh yeah, I missed that, but maybe let me take another look. Alphin says, I hope you take Blue Drake 42's optic rendering suggestion, in which it's similar to Rainbow Six Lockdown into account. Lockdown, huh? That was a game from way back. Well, not way back when, but from back when.
It's an old game.
Yeah, it wasn't very well received, if I remember correctly. I didn't like it personally. It was a little too arcadey, and seemed a little weird and inconsistent with the class system. Not inconsistent, but like inconsistent with previous games, I guess. What do you mean by that? What is this optic rendering suggestion, if you could go into some more detail? First time I subbed says, I want my dildo mod! In all capital letters. There is a dildo mod. You can find it on the workshop, I'm not kidding. It turns the knife into a dildo. Go crazy. It's pink, it's big.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
We had it for a while.
We had it.
I think what they're asking for is 3D scopes, essentially, I think.
Oh, okay.
Which I believe there has been tests on, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, if I remember rightly, yeah, we do want to do that. A lot of games, 3D scopes are more common now. I think that's something we do. I am still on stream, no problem, I'm not angry. Haha, Sukablat.
He's nice. Nice guy.
Yeah.
I forgive you for calling me Russian. But fuck you.
I didn't. See, I didn't, though. Yeah.
That's funny.
We have fun here.
Oh no! Oh no, just map change. But he hacked me.
As Ben says, yeah, render target scopes that we already have in Insurgency. Yeah, we have, as you can see from the sniper rifle right now. I'm not sure if I understand your request exactly, but we do have 3D scopes. Like, the world is rendered twice. It's not like in some games where it's friggin' 2D here.
Nice, we're gonna get it. Go, go. Or maybe, I don't know. Go, go.
Whoa, it's 3D!
Oh shit.
Ow, fuck! What?
I'm really curious as to.
That was awesome.
I'm curious
Yes?
as to if anyone in chat wants to play Sandstorm on consoles.
That's a good question, actually. I'm glad you brought that up. For people who are watching, who wants to play on consoles? That is something that'll be coming with Sandstorm, as well as the Windows, Mac, Linux release, is PS4 and Xbox One. Last week we had a guy in here who was saying like, hey man, it's about time. We need something on consoles. We're fucking dying over here. We need something. It's just very flattering to read.
I think you should boycott giving consoles Insurgency until they give PC Halo.
Well, we did get Halo. We got Halo 1, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah,
That sounds a while. One of the there's like 6 now, aren't there?
Too many. I think they're dumb. The only reason I want to is because once PC gets Halo, Xbox is going out of business.
That's an interesting question. This guy asks, yeah, I wonder how it'll do on consoles. The thing about Insurgency is that there is nothing like it on consoles. And there's a lot of older gamers who are just... a lot of people, when they get older, they just get done with PC. They just have kids, and they're like, okay, fuck that. I don't want to go through driver updates and blah, blah, blah. So they get a console. And they still want a mature gaming experience and a hardcore gaming experience. So I'm sure that it's going to do pretty well, because there's just nothing like it. I mean, the closest thing I think of is Call of Duty 4. But it's a long time ago, so...
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
It should do pretty well. I mean, that's the idea. That's where the hole in the market is.
Yeah, we want to fill that hole, like, you know, like people that played. You can even look at not even first-person games. People that like SOCOM, they want to have like a hardcore shooting game, and there's modes for that within shooters that exist, but the shooters aren't built for that. So yeah, we're really doing that. We don't, you know, some people they express sarcasm or disbelief in us wanting to do that, but like Insurgency is also just a good game, and like anybody will enjoy it. I think if they like this kind of game, whether you play it, the things that you put in your hands to play it like don't matter that much. It's just preference, so whatever.
Yeah, I agree. My 1,400 hours says I like the game.
I'm glad, dude. That's shit. I'm at like over 900. Damn, 1,400.
That's like Dota hours.
I don't.
That's you're right.
I don't
That's
wanna think
Dota
about
hours.
it, dude.
That guy
Half
said
a year of
that,
my life.
that guy
He
said
probably just
Halo
leaves
1
this game on
started
the
on
main
PC.
menu.
Halo 1, like when it was in development, did it? I thought it started on Mac.
It actually started on Mac, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
didn't
fun
it?
Educational fact for you guys.
Yeah.
Started on Mac.
Because they made Marathon before that, which was a Mac-only shooter. Wild, right?
And now Mac gaming is fantastic. What?
Yet consoles seem a little more complicated, no? Well, you know, it's new territory for us as a team, but like we could, you know, we're gonna do it. Like we're learning, we're putting in the time and the effort to make sure we get it right, and we're gonna build it so it feels good on both PC and consoles.
I would
Will it
say
be
that
cross-platform?
consoles. Yeah, that's a good question. I think consoles are like 600% more complicated than PCs, to be honest.
Well, it is tricky. Like, there's a lot of stuff you got to do. There's a lot of checks
Paperwork,
that you
man.
got to do. A lot of paperwork too. It's got to be really well optimized. Like working with the console developers themselves, getting dev kits. Like it is more complicated, yeah, and it is also new territory for us. But it's something we can do. You know, like we have the resources to do it. Having a studio will help a lot.
It's interesting because, like, as you just said, like, cross-platform play is an option, but it's one that we're still, like, both modding and early access and cross-platform play, we're still talking to both console manufacturers about.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's tricky. Like, we're not sure, cause, you know, like on the one hand, we like it could be unfair, cause we don't know how we're gonna balance like using weapons when you're using the controller.
No,
we don't want to have like
because-
auto aim or anything.
You got a handicap keyboard and mouse players. I'll give you that much.
We don't want to
No, but-
handicap anybody.
Technically, in 2017, possibly you could do PS4 to Xbox One. I don't know. It depends. It depends on what Sony chooses in the end, if it's possible. I know Microsoft are more than happy to do cross-platform play now. They've started sort of implementing that, but in the end, it's going to be a discussion between head of production and Sony and Microsoft to see if that's something they want to do. But I don't think with PC it would really work.
Right.
yeah.
Okay,
It
yeah, I
would just be,
misunderstood you.
Veteran PC players killing 12-year-old console players or something. Not little console players, 12-year-olds. Some like
That's therapeutic right there.
to kill children. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's
No
the plan.
shame.
But yeah, it's it would be cool to have PS4 and Xbox One people play with each other. That just like all the
That's
more
the dream,
increases the
man.
audience, you know? Yeah,
that
like
is the dream. That's utopia.
we all just get along well.
Yeah.
But just
Dream
keep
versus
those
dream.
dirty PC players out.
Yeah.
Yeah, those people with nice systems. Oh, that
Keep
guy
them
just
out of
really
our
got-
utopia. But whatever, it's however you want to play. But yeah, as I was
Yep.
saying, like PC to cross-platform PC to console, that would be tricky.
And to be honest, I don't really mind being excluded. Like, it's not like a thing where you get on, you're like, man, I really wish I was playing with someone from an Xbox right now.
Yeah,
The
it's
PC community is fine.
right. Like it's just about like it's as long as you have people to play with, like it's fine.
Yeah.
That's it. Like you're gonna make friends, you're gonna have good matches, you're gonna have wins and losses no matter what, as long as the servers are populated. And you know, we're proud to say that like 2 years after the game released, we still got servers. 3,000 people playing when I started up Insurgency today.
Oh yeah, it's so great. I love this game so much.
I'm flattered. I'm happy that you feel that way. Thank you.
Like, if you look at my Steam profile, It literally says Insurgency and Arma will always have my heart. That is my bio.
That loyalty carries us far and will carry us even further as we go into the future. I can't wait to, you know, everybody's gonna get into Sandstorm. We'll have a whole big new audience. I know I keep talking about it, but it's just because we're really excited. Like, it's only gonna increase.
Going to be an interesting period.
No kidding. Ravioli, our Ukrainian, says, Russian does not like to Ukraine, and when I say that, I am from Ukraine. They frantically yell, go eat fat, censored, maybe dick, Putin forever, but I'm not angry. I just play the Insurgency. Good game! Smiley face. Well said. Yeah, it's, you know, ethnic group divisions aside, Insurgency is a good game that can be enjoyed by all. And that's, you know, that's one of the nice things about multiplayer gaming, is it does bring us together, honestly. What's that you're watching?
I was watching, I don't know if it was your stream or someone else, and it was talking about how there is no distinction between who the good team is and who the bad team is, and whether or not the security is the United States, and whether or not insurgents are ISIS or whatever.
Right. That's actually something.
Sandstorm?
That is something that we've talked about. In Insurgency, it's kept ambiguous deliberately. They're like probably American service members, is what we wanted to suggest, but they could be American PMCs or Canadians or whatever. We wanted to keep it ambiguous and have people sort of define it in the workshop. You can see from the way they dress. Right now, I'm playing. I've got Warrior J's like varied insurgents, which are really good. They're very well detailed, and I'm also playing as French Marine paratroopers. Oddly enough. You got a paratrooper in the chat right now. I'm playing as French Marine paratroopers. There you go. But yeah, we like it's up to you, like what you want to create with the workshop experience, and that's something we wanted to keep. In Sandstorm, since it's about the invasion of Iraq, I think we're going to be a little more specific about who you're fighting and who is fighting, like who the security are. But also, second point, it is true what you're saying. We wanted to keep it ambiguous as far as like good guys versus bad guys. Like, we're not projecting any sort of morality onto the game Insurgency. It's just, that's, you know, I hear people see terrorists all the time, but like, it's not what we're calling these fighters that are in Iraq, Afghanistan, or Somalia ambiguously. They're just insurgents, and these guys are just security.
It's really an interesting point, because I know that in Medal of Honor it was originally going to be Taliban versus
exactly.
the US, but they changed it to you know, bad guys. But for me, like, that was a bad decision, because the Taliban is such a general kind of group that it doesn't really have many political implications. But if you do go ahead and name them ISIS or Al-Shabaab or Al-Nusra or one of these groups that have a very topical identity, then maybe you've got some negative press and a lot of people who don't understand the game saying stuff. But it's going to be an ongoing discussion, I think, and that's going to be one for us as well.
Right, and that's true. It is going to be an ongoing thing, because honestly, we do, you know, we do want to be sort of sensitive to that. I get why Medal of Honor did it. I do think it's kind of a shame, because it would have been interesting, but it is something that we're going to figure out, basically. There's a lot of different reasons why, as you could imagine.
Yeah, I think the community's kind of decided for themselves in a way, because if you just walk into your average Insurgency player and you say, which team is bad, they're going to say Insurgents, and you say which team is good, they're going to say security, as a general rule.
Right, and that's true, and that's because, you know, we're mostly Western players, and that's our narrative of the world. And that's fine, like, we're not saying that's good or bad, we're not saying anything, because they're just security and insurgents, you know?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
We're actually, it's getting a little later here, and I'd actually like to have some time for the question and answer period. Do you guys mind if you can keep playing, I'm just going to hop off and turn on my camera, and we'll do a Q&A. We can focus a little better on that.
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
fine.
Cool.
Dead, what time are you, how long are you going to stay?
For a little while. Spears just got here.
Yeah, did he message you?
Yeah.
Which is, turn on my camera here, and hello, pulling up the chat on my main monitor. So for people who, hold on. People who are just joining us now, my name is Michael Douse. I'm the community manager and voice actor for this game, Insurgency. Thank you for coming out. We do these weekly developer live streams every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Go ahead and follow the channel if you would like to get an update whenever we go live. At the end of every stream, we do like a dedicated question and answer period where I stop playing and I look at the chat and I answer any questions that you guys have. So feel free to put them up there. I've just pulled it up now. I'm here with the USMC community clan and one of our partners with Focus, Michael. And we're happy to take any of your questions about the USMC clan, about Focus, about publishing in general, about Insurgency Sandstorm, whatever. Mini MBP says, "You look different than I expected." Yes, I get that a lot.
That's a good start.
Yeah. It's okay. It's so good. Sharker says, "I love your voice." Thank you. It's nice of you to say. Minnie says, "How do I get my voice to be that sexy?" Just pubescence will give it to you sometime. I don't know. It's a birth defect. Are you married? No. You could ask me questions about Insurgency too, you know? Like that's the main thing here.
What's your social security number?
Do you have any fears in life?
Prince 123 wants to know what your card number is.
Maybe there's questions over here. About optic rendering, says Alphen. It's where the sights are slightly transparent when you ADS. Similar to real life. Blue Drake and Level Cap have videos on this too. Obviously, I love 3D scopes too, but I understood it could be difficult to do in UE4. Sorry for the spam, by the way. That's fine. No. If I miss a question, feel free to throw it back up. That's not. I don't consider that spamming. It's fine. Yeah, actually, when we were in San Francisco, I was at GDC. I was talking to some of the other team members about this. Our idea was this. So let me just float this by you guys, everybody with me here in TeamSpeak, and also people watching. Here was our idea for that. In shooting, like if you're shooting with both your eyes open, tilting your head with your dominant eye, whatever, you can sort of see like beyond the housing of the sight, right? Now the reason why we don't allow you to see through that is it looks better sort of like in-game for you to actually just see the sight picture. Like fading things out seems a little gamey, even though it would actually not be gamey. Also, it's a balance thing where, you know, if you get a sight, that'll be good, but a drawback might be the sight housing is more obstructing or something. It might be bigger, but it's thicker, the housing, whatever. But our idea was this. In Insurgency, you can hold shift, you can hold sprint to focus, and that zooms in a little bit, your character takes a breath, and you see a little further, you see a little closer, but you have to be standing still. Our idea was that. Sorry. That's okay. It's okay. That was our idea. Was you hold down shift maybe, and you see that transparency with the housing. What are your thoughts on that?
I really like that idea because I'm an average shooter myself. I go shooting all the time, and whenever I'm shooting, I always try to keep two eyes open because that's what they always suggest. And I've never seen that in a game before. I think that'd be a great addition.
Right. Now, and does it make sense to you? Like to do that as a part of Focus, because that's how we would like to do it, so we maintain those other things but also give you that ability, you know, so it's not always on. I don't know if when you're shooting, can you always see through your sights, like, and you're moving around, like it as a shooter, is that an ability that you feel you always have, that transparency?
To be honest, I'd say that it fits a lot with what you're trying to do, because if I'm, for example, if I'm walking forward and shooting, I usually try to I naturally focus more on my sight. Just it's natural, and that'll
right.
And that'll make your sight show up fully. But if I'm gonna relax and take a breath, I'm gonna intentionally open both eyes, and I'm gonna intentionally look past, and that's gonna sort of make the scope look a little bit invisible in a way.
I see. And Dead, from your experience in the army and shooting, sounds about right. You got to focus.
It's either one or the other usually. You know,
Right.
like you can look at the sight and still see the objective behind you that you're shooting at, but I like how it is right now. It's kind of a best of both worlds type ordeal.
Okay. Well, yeah, maybe we could have the best of this other world too if we introduce the focus thing.
And Chameleon 89,
I think it's a hit.
both eyes open in real world is what you're supposed to do.
Right. Yeah, as Jacob says, in real life you have both eyes open except for magnified optics. Well, again, like, I guess I'm throwing all this out there because we're trying to marry real life and gameplay. You know, like gameplay is the main concern, and I'm just mentioning this because this seems like the best idea, the best of both worlds. You know, because we still like that there's some obscuration. If that is a word, that it obscures you a little bit. What about you, Michael? What are your thoughts on that?
On what?
Sorry. Holding down focus, and then you can actually, your sight becomes transparent because that simulates you shooting with both eyes open.
I think that there's a balance between arcadey and realistic that...
Yep.
I mean, it's one of those things where do people really know what they want? You know, what is fun? And
Right.
you have to test it.
Exactly.
And,
Yeah.
like my job as a producer is not to say, oh, let's do that. It's to say, this idea could be cool, let's test it. And then after, I say it's good or bad.
Right. And yeah, that's
So
something.
I'm not one to jump in.
That's fine. Yeah, it is something that we'll need to test. Like we need to see. But I'm happy to hear that everybody. I'm seeing people in the chat also are open to that idea because it is something that would be cool. You know. Someone insulting my haircut. Sorry.
They're assholes. Leave them alone.
What we have here. What were your fears with Insurgency and in life? Says Braden Havens.
And in life.
Just slip that one in there, you know. Our Insurgency, it's hard to find money and an audience. You know, we were making an independent shooter in 2010 when it started, I guess. Released 2014. Like, look at the shooter community right now. Like, they're dominated by these guys that have so much money and like so much presence and also legacies behind them. And I'm of course talking about like Call of Duty and Battlefield. And we're not trying to compete, we're not trying to be them, but we're trying to be in that same world, and that's tough, you know. But we carved something out, you know, we created our own audience, much like other independent shooters have done themselves, like what Squad's doing right now, like what Arma has done and is still doing. They benefit from legacy as well. Tripwire, Killing Floor, you know. Red Orchestra, which actually was founded by our co-founder, but then was passed on. He separated himself from that project. That was it's been a it's been a battle, you know. It's been going on for years and years, starting in 2003 really, but it's done really well.
I got a question for you.
Sure, please.
In Sandstorm, are we gonna see more player support? Maybe 50v50?
No, that's 50v50. Because again, we want to keep. It is going to be Insurgency. We're going to include new stuff, but it is going to be Insurgency, and that's just like the vehicle question.
I meant
Sorry?
25 by 25. I mean 50 player servers.
Oh, okay. Even so, with that, I would say that's probably unlikely. Like we want to explore, like, you know, the mod Day of Infamy, right? The World War II mod that has 48 players. You know, and we have a theater support for that. But for Sandstorm, I would say like maybe. I hate to be vague with you, but like possibly, but probably not, because our maps, like we've built Insurgency to fit for 32 player servers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ravioli says, you cooperate with Digital Gaming League? You support them, or they themselves? Yeah, here, look right here. I write this up, I communicate with the various different leagues, DGL, PGL, ESL, about competitive goings on, and I write news posts on Steam and in the in-game news and post them. So if anybody's interested in those leagues, you can check those out. Play Mag. No, I did not, but I've heard it was good. And I know one of our community members, our C-Man, who's made some cool maps. He really liked Mag. And he might be looking into making a Mag mod even. I can't talk much about that. GZ Pan says, okay, I have a question. Virtual reality is really fun. Don't know if you guys have ever tried one. Just wondering if you guys ever thought of making it fit to VR. Insurgency for VR, it's not something we have planned right now. We've got our hands full enough already. But maybe in the future, as a company, we might make some VR-related stuff, or we might make VR work for Insurgency. That's possible.
I don't know about VR. I mean, I don't think that I mean, it sounds like it should, but FPS doesn't work so good in the current
That's the
VR
concern, yeah.
technology.
It'll make you sick, like
It'll make you
it
sick.
straight up will. And that's something that Palmer Luckey actually mentioned his Steam Dev Days, is like, be careful when you play Quake with VR, because like the movement is just so weird. If you play like Eve Valkyrie, right, or Elite Dangerous, or a car racing game, and you're like, your brain understands that you're sitting in a car and the world is moving around outside of you, and you as a human are still, it's less nauseating and it makes more sense to your brain. But like, that being said, like, we'll still explore it, and certainly like as a company in the future, that'd be cool. I'm like, honestly, I really want to get a Vive. Like, I'm really excited. I want to try one, and I think it's really cool. I played a lot of light gun games when I was a kid. Then all the arcades shut down, and that has been a hole left in my gaming life. And this might be able to satisfy that, and then do some other cool new stuff. It's a little gimmicky, I'll grant it that, and I'm skeptical, but I want to try it. And I personally think that's cool, and we as a company think it's interesting too. Pat Fast says, have you heard of Escape from Tarkov? What's your opinion of it thus far? I think it looks interesting. In my personal, I guess you're asking for my personal opinion, it hasn't, like, open world survival hasn't been done in a way that I like yet, and I think Escape from Tarkov might do it. Prototype Play says, are you going to have ranked in Sandstorm? And if you do, we'll have a ranking system. We're going to have ranked matchmaking in Insurgency. This Insurgency we're playing now. We're working on that now. It's taking longer than we thought, but we're working to get it done as soon as possible. I can't go to the details of it, but I can tell you, like, we're building it from the ground up. There's a lot of stuff to do, making it work with our new UI and with our existing game and statistics and stuff. It's a lot. It's quite an effort, but we are doing that, and we do want to have that kind of thing in Insurgency in its beta form. Then it'll improve, and we'll iterate on it. We'll fix stuff. We'll expand on it. We'll balance things gameplay wise once we get it in there. And then in Sandstorm, like, a lot of that's going to make it into Sandstorm. We'll have esports integration, as we've been saying, like, from the get-go with Sandstorm. Braden Heaven says, Mag set the foundation for a full Warzone-like experience. Do you have plans for bigger maps for higher player counts? As I was saying to Evader, no, we don't have plans for that. Sandstorm is going to play, gameplay-wise, much like Insurgency, and increasing them to mag levels. It's just a different game, It's different. Same thing with vehicles. I don't know if this was already mentioned, but have the vets in USMC had PTSD playing the game? That's something that we've talked about before, is, yeah, some veterans that play Insurgency have had, the proper way to say it is symptoms of their PTSD triggered. The game doesn't give you PTSD, like, it's not really the proper terminology, the proper way to use the terminology. But I don't know, is that something that you've heard veterans having experienced in your clan? Or I've heard it of players in Insurgency. We have veterans that have had that.
I'm sure it could trigger it, but so does 4th of July for some people, so...
Right. Especially with the audio, that's the thing with me, is like the subsonic bullet snaps and stuff. That's what as far as I understand, what I've read on Reddit before, that's what triggers it for some veterans. I might want to include like a warning about that, actually, if not in Insurgency, maybe in Sandstorm, because that is something that happens. I think it happens less often in like Call of Duty or other shooters that are more fast-paced and arcadey, because they're more fast-paced and arcadey, but in this game, it could be. When I try to make a movie about Insurgency and use console command host frame rate 300, all animations start really lagging. I'm not sure about that. They might want to post on the forums about the demo creation, or go on support.newworldinteractive.com, create a ticket there. Bar My Lad says, will Chief C be able to make maps for Sandstorm? Chief C is one of our community map makers, and he's awesome. He's made so many awesome maps. He's quite prolific, I guess. And he's made a Day of Infamy. He made 2 Day of Infamy maps. Landfall, which is already in, and there's Mets is the other one that he made, which is not in officially, but it is there on the workshop. That's up to him, I can't really tell you what he's gonna do. But we do, as I was saying earlier, we want to have workshop support, and UE4 is a powerful engine that should have support for custom map making and stuff. The map making is very different than in Source. It's less BSP or brush based, which means you gotta like put props in there, put like stuff, like structures that you model or create or whatever, and you plop it in, prefab shit. But I don't see why not. Like, I hope he makes maps. Yeah, I want him to. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna be like, hey man, make maps for Sandstorm, because again, we do want to have that support. Third Eye says, boo. Third Eye's a map maker as well. We know your maps, Third Eye. Don't worry.
Whoever did D-Day, that was spectacular. That was a real struggle, though.
Which there's a couple. You mean Landfall or Dog Red?
The one where you go off the boats and have to rush up.
Yeah, that's both
David.
Landfall and Dog Red, actually. Landfall was made by
really?
Chief C. Dog Red was made by one of our developers. He's actually in the chat. He's the fourth developer I forgot to acknowledge earlier. MXD, Jeremy Falcon Prey, the guy who made Underhell and is also our project lead. He's also a personal friend of mine. And he's in the Amsterdam studio. He made Dog Red, and he did a very good job with it. I agree with you. It's very intense, and we were very happy with it. And speak of the devil, and he appears, Chief C says in the chat, I'll convert my more popular maps for Sandstorm. I'm looking forward to using the new engine. Well, there you go. There's your answer. All right, we gotta take off soon here, guys. It's getting a little later. Any last questions before we go? Braden Heaven says, aren't explosions supposed to be loud to make the sense of urgency to be more apparent? The explosion's pretty loud in Insurgency. They sound even better in Sandstorm, I can tell you, even from our playtests. And we got all these cool particle effects going on, like, mwah, mamma mia. Like, it's so great. It's like Michael was saying earlier, it's so great to be working on a new engine that's not 13 years old. It's, there's some cool stuff coming. I quite like level designing as a hobby. How is the workshop support going to look like for community level designers if 3 is a vision? I'm not sure what you mean by if 3 is a vision. You can make maps for Insurgency right now. Go talk to Third Eye, talk to Chief in these chats. There's a group. Hold on, I'll go find it real quick. Bang. There, I just linked the group. That's hosted by our C-Man, another one of our map makers. I was talking about him earlier. He hosts that group and other map level designers there. Go there and talk to him. They'll get you started. We do want to have custom content for Sandstorm, as I've been saying. But it's too early to say for sure, but we do intend for that to happen. Will Vader join our Mumble server after the stream? I don't know, Vader, will you?
Maybe. I need to go. I might be going to eat Red Robin.
Ooh, Red Robin. What are you going to get at Red Robin?
Dude, alright, ready? You gotta get the Whiskey River barbecue chicken sandwich. That thing is delicious.
I don't even know if I've ever been to a Red Robin.
You should go.
I should. Yeah, I probably should.
Come down to Pennsylvania. We can go get a Philly cheesesteak. Then we can go to Red Robin.
Sounds good. Man, I haven't had a Philly cheesesteak in a while. Shit. Whenever I go to Philly, it's always like very late at night and there's nobody around. And we just hang out at my friend's apartment. There's a question. 12 noon EST for live stream when you move to Amsterdam. Maybe. We don't know when we're going to be doing live streams. We are going to do live streams from Amsterdam. It'll be great to have that ability. It'll be an awesome environment to do it for many reasons, and I'm excited for that, but I can't say when we're going to do them exactly. We're going to be in Europe, and it'll probably be on the weekend. I want to make something that's friendly to us as developers, that's friendly to the world as far as time zones go. The idea was like Sunday, noon EST. Noon EST, which would be 6 p.m. Sunday on in the Netherlands in Amsterdam, or maybe like Friday at noon. I don't know. It's a couple different things. Somebody's gonna have a less than ideal hour, and we just got to figure out like how, basically. Mikhail says, welcome to Europe. Thank you. Yeah, we're excited to be there. And I'll be there next month, hopefully, if everything goes well. You could practice your accents. And we're waiting for the announcement of the community meetup in Amsterdam. Yeah, that's an idea that we had. We would like to do some, like, maybe like a land tourney or something. Some fun meetup. It could be really cool. We'll see. 24/7 live stream. Wait, like I live stream for an entire week, never stopping? Or do you mean like 24 hours in a day? Because both of those are going to be hard. What is the boilerplate reason for the move to Europe? We wanted to bring some of our team on site, and they were mostly European. And Amsterdam's a cool town and very central. You always got to make sure you stay hydrated when you play video games.
Oh yeah.
I read something about the Vive online. Some guy was in his Vive and he was so immersed and he loved it so much, and he the only time he stopped was to get a drink, and he didn't like that, so he got a Camelback and he set himself up on a Camelback, got into virtual reality, he filled it with juice. And then when I read that, you know what I thought? This is my thought when I read that. I thought, oh no, we've gone too far. Because
You could incorporate that to a game, you know?
My thought was I should get a Camelback out.
no, dude, like, it's gonna be the dystopian cyberpunk future soon, very soon. The things that authors like Neil Stephenson and William Gibson wrote in like Snow Crash and Neuromancer, it's gonna happen, dude. We're all gonna be in VR. We're not even gonna talk to each other. Oh no. We'll see. We'll see. It'll be interesting. I'll say that much. Derpy David says, well, if it isn't another Insurgency game stream again. Yep. Every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Might change it will change when we're in Amsterdam. Where I'm in Amsterdam, because that's what will trigger the change.
Triggered.
I'm back with the grenade system. I'm ready for the next gen Insurgency on my grenade.
I had a question for one of our members.
Oh, please.
Are you going to bring back Baghdad? He said he's been waiting 2 years.
Well, it is on the workshop, so you can play it. It was ported by Gary Babir. I don't know. I can't say that for sure. Like I said, like, we want to port like a lot of the maps. Talking about maps specifically. Maybe we'll do new ones, or maybe we'll do old ones, but I'd say I do have to say it's probably less likely, because we want to get the maps that we know work in the current Insurgency in, you know, and we've had 2 years worth of doing, not all of them, because we've added so many, but many of them. Ice Scully says, in what I imagine is the level 100 Colonel from Battlefield Friends, you're going to the fridge to get water, you're not playing Insurgency. You get a Camelback, you're playing Insurgency. Right. You're shitting in a bucket, you're playing Battlefield. I love that character, he's great. Cyberpunk 2077 and 2177. Yeah, maybe. Question to USMC, are they going to add some custom maps to their servers? Interesting question.
We do have a custom ambush server going currently. I don't know how full it is, but we do have one. You can find the IPs on our forum. I guess this is time for me to do to plug some more of our stuff.
Please, yeah, and put links in the fucking Twitch chat.
All right, we have a forum where you can come and contribute. A lot of it is questions, ban appeals, which we really like, and kick appeals, because we like to be questioned a lot, because sometimes we're wrong, and we always like to make things right. I'm gonna link our. I'm trying to start up a Facebook group. We have a YouTube as well. You can see yourself get killed by me, and I'll link the forums as well. Give me 1 second.
In all seriousness, a 12-hour live stream when Sandstorm releases would be cool. Yeah, no, that could be something. I ain't shook, right? I'll do a long live stream, but I would like to do it for like a special occasion. I've live streamed for very long periods of time. At our first year anniversary, I think I did like 10 hours or something, 9 to 10 hours. And I know there's some Twitch streamers out there who do it for like 24 hours and they don't give a shit. But you know, we do other stuff too, and we're not live streaming, so bear that in mind. Thank you for those links, Evasion. If you guys are interested in donating, keeping these servers up, keeping this community alive, helping keep the community alive that's been alive since the mod days, go ahead and check out the links in the news post as well. Chat mute, please. In game, I mean, asks Wraithington. Maybe, yeah, maybe we could do that. You can, as Steven Suarez is saying right now, you can click the speaker icon on the scoreboard, but I guess you're saying like text chat. There is a CVAR for that. I don't know what it is. You could just turn off the text chat. Nobody will bother you. You could also mute people individually and maybe even disable VoIP altogether. I'm not positive though. Alright, well, I think that we're gonna call it here. Thank you everybody for all of your questions. We appreciate them as always. Once again, my name is Michael Sruhas. I'm the community manager and voice actor for this game, Insurgency. These are the weekly developer live streams that we do. If you're interested in catching the next one, go ahead and follow the channel. You'll get an email update. It'll also be in the in-game news, and there'll be a Steam announcement with it. They happen every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. If you want to reach out to us and ask your questions, you can go on the forums or whatever, or you can come back next time. We'll do a Q&A at the end, just like we've done now. To my guests, thank you so much, USMC, Deadhead, Evader, and Telcossin as well. I really appreciate you guys coming out, and I also appreciate the servers that you've created and the home that you've created here in some ways, even since the mod days. It is really appreciated. I hope you guys continue to stay with us, and you're excited about Sandstorm, and you keep playing and doing cool stuff. So
Pleasure's ours. Thanks for making an awesome game.
Oh yeah, double that one.
Thank you.
And I hope to see all of the Twitch viewers coming down and visiting our servers and keeping the fun alive.
For sure. I'm keeping, like, the news post that I put up today. The IPs will be there. I anticipate that you get some good traffic there. And if anybody's interested in joining the push or ambush server, it's they're both right there. You can connect to them through the friends list or the consulate or whatever. Also, thank you, Michael, for suddenly stopping by. That was pretty cool. I think we should do another stream sometime together if you have the time. Maybe after we leave, so we're on a similar time zone, if that would be more helpful to you. But we can discuss that. Cool, good. And we'll make sure you're able to get into the server. It'll be easier that way, to make sure we're able to play together. So, all that being said, thank you very much again for everybody who tuned in today. I guess I will see you all again next week, Saturday, at 3 p.m. Eastern.